So, dann was haben wir das Ganze Namen? Ich habe keine Ahnung, OBS hat gerade irgendwie abgebrochen. Servus Leute, wir reagieren auf die Nintendo Treehouse Direct vom heute, also dem 3. April 2025. Ich bin gespannt, was da halt sagen. Sollte einiges an Gameplay sein. Und ja, ich würde sagen, wir starten direkt rein, da wir schon eine Stunde Verzug haben, weil ich noch in der Arbeit war. Aber kann man nichts machen. Bin auf jeden Fall gespannt. Hi Kai. Ja, ich hab's gerade noch gesehen, dass du kommentiert gehabt hättest, aber da war der Stream schon wieder aus von OBS, keine Ahnung. Irgendwas ist schief gelaufen, aber jetzt dann funktioniert's ja, von daher klang jetzt einfach nichts mehr an. Das glaube ich ist besser. Dann mache ich am wenigsten kaputt. Gut, ich glaube, können wir auch noch ein bisschen vorspulen, bis die Direct tatsächlich angeht. Ja, nochmal kurz ein bisschen zurück. Ja, ich glaube, da haben wir jetzt einen ganz gut dabei. Ja, oh, ist ein bisschen laut, glaube ich. Gut, falls irgendwie zu laut oder zu leise ist, gerne einfach in den Chat schreiben, dann werde ich mir dem dementsprechend annehmen.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Nintendo Treehouse Live, Nintendo Switch 2. I am Demetrius, and I'm joined here
Jetzt fast ein
with
bisschen leise, gell?
Sam and Kendra. And this is Mario Kart World. All right,
Ja.
I'm so excited. It's all right,
Finde ich
Sam.
auch schon, Kai,
Talk
aber
about what we're going to be doing here.
wie gesagt, ich arbeite dran, dass wir es irgendwann noch beenden können. Ich stehe ja in Austausch mit den Emulatorentwicklern. Sollte also irgendwann schon möglich sein, dass wir es beenden. Heute leider nicht gleich.
As you saw in the direct yesterday, there is a dedicated Mario Kart World Direct that will give us the deep dive information in a couple of weeks. So stay tuned for that. But for right now, this is really just going to be a first look. And today we're going to be jumping into the Grand Prix and show you the new flow.
Also wir schauen uns als erstes einmal Mario Kart World an.
We're starting out on the character select screen, and I just wanted to highlight some some of the cool animations that we're looking at.
It's so great.
Ja, das stimmt. Die Preise sind schon echt ein bisschen happig.
Luigi.
400 Euro. Beziehungsweise 510 mit Mario Kart World. Aber ich bin ehrlich, ich kann irgendwo die Preise leicht verstehen. Es ist gottlos, ja. Vor allem die Kamera finde ich einfach nur mit 60 Euro maximal überteuert. Weil die einfach keine Qualität nicht hat, bin ich ehrlich. Ich meine, was ist das? 480p maximal. Also, sorry, kann jetzt 60 Euro dafür verlangen, aber gut. Kaufen werden es Leute trotzdem. Ich vermutlich auch, ich kenne mich. Ja. Ich habe heute sogar übrigens was zum Trinken da. Ah, wenn du mal früher, aber ich habe noch was da.
For right now, I'm gonna roll with the standard card.
Oh, übrigens, mein Facecam ist genau vor den Herren, die die Präsentation führen. Blend mir mal kurz. Ja gut, jetzt sehen wir es nochmal, aber genau dahinter eine WM, die da ist.
And we are going to drive between them in the Grand Prix flow, but we'll show a little bit more of that later. So let's do Mushroom Cup, and we're gonna go with 100cc.
Fühle ich, Kai, ich werde mir genauso alles kaufen, sowieso auch den neuen Pro-Controller, da schon wegen dem C-Button, dementsprechend bin ich fast dazu gezwungen. Aber wenn mit Sicherheit der normale Pro-Controller auch geht. Aber ja, wie gesagt, ich werde mir auch so ziemlich alles kaufen. Bin da leider ein kleines Konsumopfer, was das angeht. Und ich meine, wir wollen ja die neuen Spiele dann alle mit allen neuen Features spielen. Oh, die Strecke schaut aber cool aus.
Mario's ready. Are you ready?
24 Fahrer. Es ist so pervers eigentlich. Das wird so chaotisch werden.
Yeah, 24 racers on the starting grid. And if you think about Mario Kart as like a mathematical formula for potential chaos,
okay, jetzt haben wir wieder eingeblendet hinter mir. Ich bin gerade am Überlegen. Ich nehme meine Facecam einfach und gehe mal noch da drüben. Die Platzierung von denjenigen, glaube ich, ist eh nicht so wichtig, dass man das sagt. Genau. Perfekt.
Oh, yep. Got a battle here, though.
DJ still had me.
Oh, nice. Got it.
I timed that well.
So lucky there. So got some coins.
Oh, that's...
You still got so many more coins.
Look at all those
Oh.
coins.
Yeah, that's a new item. That's a coin shell.
And one
Alright.
thing I want to say too is you'll note the way the bomb is behind Mario. It's actually being held there without Sam having to hold down a button.
Correct.
That's correct.
a new thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Man muss kein Knöpfe mehr halten und das Item, das man
Yeah,
oben
items
ausgewählt
will
hat, bleibt Hinterarm.
automatically
Das
assume
ist
that
cool.
defensive position. You no longer have to hold a button down to do that.
You're really holding on to this for long.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
it's
this
hard.
rail
Yes.
grinding here.
Look at
Whoa.
that.
Alright, yeah.
Whoa,
A couple of new
okay.
things there. A
Yes.
couple of new things there. So there was a brief rail ride
Schaut
into a
sehr,
wall
sehr cool
ride.
aus.
Yeah, that was
And
awesome.
the blue shell missed you there, so you were.
I didn't
very-
even notice that. I was so focused on doing
Yeah.
other things. So you'll notice the first time I took this lap, I took a slightly different route here. And now you can
Okay.
see my vehicle. you
Neue
don't have those, like,
Gleitermechanik.
gliders that you had in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Now your vehicle's
Those
got
little wings.
yes,
Yeah.
sprouts wings, which
I-
is really cool.
Yeah, and I also appreciate your defensive strategy here, Sam, of like hanging on to your items.
Yeah.
You're just like, I'm hanging on to this
I
just
just
in
use
case.
Well, I'll hang on to this for
Okay,
a
das
little while.
Rail Grinding
So I'm riding
Feature
around
schaut
this
schon
rail
sehr
now,
cool aus.
And this is something that's new. You could see that I can build up boosts just like I could, just like you can when you're
Boom.
drifting. Yeah, I'll
Oh,
do
it's
that again.
satisfying. That's
Yeah,
so
it's really.
Es
satisfying.
schaut schon sehr
Really
cool aus,
fun
muss ich
to
sagen. Und
do.
vor allem, es läuft
So
sehr
if you think about, like
flüssig.
in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you had those anti. Oh, see, and now it's raining.
Regen.
You were quite ahead in first, but it looks like everyone's
I
starting
love
to
this
catch up.
detail. You could see how Mario's hat gets wet in the rain.
Oh yeah,
It's
look
so
at that.
The
cool.
course is getting
Yep.
completely wet too. It's changing the way it looks. So it's
Ey, das
awesome.
verändert ja die
I've got a little
Physics
bit
auch
of a lead
komplett.
here, so I'll finish with a little flourish.
Das ist ja, das finde ich echt cool.
Boom.
Hey.
Good job.
Thank you,
Yes.
thank you. I'm proud
Also,
of that. I'm
gefällt mir
happy with the
tatsächlich
way
sehr
that
gut,
went.
muss ich sagen. Da bin ich ja schon sehr auf die Direct am 17. gespannt. Werden wir uns dementsprechend auch anschauen.
Well, that's this could be a very temporary state, so please no early congratulations.
I just got so excited. You did so good.
All right, next race.
Ja,
Alright,
das
so we'll get on
ist
to the
wohl
next race.
leider
And as you can
richtig,
see right,
Kai.
yeah, it's drawing our path
Bevor gefüllt
to
Millionär
Ground
und dann
City,
arm,
and that's
aber
because, well, look,
ja,
we're
wie
starting
gesagt,
the next course,
ist-
but we're still here
ist
at Mario
echt
Brothers
happig, dass
Circuit.
vor allem Deidiger
And
ist
that's
als
because we're
so
not just
Standard
gonna
Xbox
automatically be
und
transported
PS5,
to Ground
aber
City. We're gonna drive there. These courses are connected.
dafür haben wir Native 4K.
Oh no,
Was der irgendwie PS5
That's alright.
Bitch schafft.
You'll make it up.
Aber
You'll
gut.
make it up.
Ey, man,
all
PlayStation wirbt ja mit Native 4K durch KI-Upscaling. Ich weiß nicht, wo das Native ist, aber gut.
Oh
Oh my gosh, the Goomba.
Poor Goomba. We're on the road. Oh!
Oh! You got
Head-on
that's okay.
collision.
You're good. You're good. As you can tell, there's a lot of obstacles in the course. There's a lot of different people you want to drive around. Just be careful. Ooh!
Yeah, there's a lot of traffic here,
Yeah.
including Goombas, and so
Oh
you
my
start
goodness,
you
there you
start to
go.
get the idea that, like, you know, these sections in between the courses sort of blur the line of like what is a course. The whole world starts to feel like a course in Mario Kart World,
Which is
yeah,
amazing.
it's so much fun.
Oh, you're gonna be able to get.
Oh, nice.
Get him!
Ja, das stimmt gut. Alle Spiele, die zu Release da sind, werde ich mir nicht kaufen. Vor allem für Third-Party-Titel werde ich mir nicht kaufen.
Okay, we can see
Aber das
in the
neue Mario
distance
Kart
there,
auf
we're
alle
coming
Fälle
up
werde ich
on
mir zu
Ground City.
Release
See that
kaufen, weil ich bin am überlegen, ob ich mir das also ich werde mir sowieso die Switch 2 mit Mario Kart World im Bundle kaufen. Alles andere macht gefühlt sowieso keinen Sinn.
Red shell coming after your head.
Aber ja, wenn du alles kaufst, dann bist du locker bei 700 €. Das ist gut möglich.
So as we're about to approach.
Ich meine, Donkey Kong
Where did that
ist
come
ja
from?
auch kein Release-Titel,
Don't
nicht glaube
worry
ich.
Be very careful. All right, things looking good.
For that rail.
Deswegen, das werde ich mir dann aber auch holen, wenn es rauskommt, denke ich mal. Ob man es dann Let's Playen, weiß ich noch nicht, je nachdem, wie es in mein Project Schedule reinpasst.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
still
very
discovering new
beneficial.
stuff.
Oh yeah. There's
Yeah, you're
so
already
much
racing
to
slightly different than
discover.
I was, so it's great to see.
And as you can see, you can now do multiple tricks when you're in the air.
Awesome.
All right, that's good. Okay, here we
Got a
go.
healthy lead going.
Mehrere Stunts, während man in der Luft ist. Das ist auch
People
cool.
cheering in the sidelines there.
You can just see all these banners that are up. Mario Kart.
Gefällt mir
7,
bis jetzt
really cool
tatsächlich
stuff.
sehr gut, was sie jetzt sagen.
Oh, okay. Wow, look at you going in.
Yeah, you're really.
Es
I know,
läuft so
Making me
flüssig.
proud.
It's really fun to do.
And it looks like all your competition's starting to catch up behind you here.
Ja,
Yeah, I was gonna
an
say,
sich finde ich, hat es nicht schlecht ausgeschaut. Es ist halt mal
Position.
etwas Neues für Donkey Kong. Es ist kein Donkey Kong Country nicht.
Oh!
Nice
Und
try.
halt auch in einem
This
ganz
game is
anderen
not gonna wait
Setting.
for me to speak.
No.
Deswegen, klar, gefällt mit Sicherheit auch
Every
nicht
time
jedem.
it happens, I'm like, nope, nope.
Schaut aber, finde ich, nicht schlecht aus. Also von der Grafik her und sowas. Und auch von der Mechanik her finde ich es gar nicht schlecht.
I respect what you're trying to do there.
Und Story muss man dann abwarten, ob die gut wird.
Hey.
Wow.
Okay.
All right. You had some good
I was
acceleration
being
there.
threatened by Bowser Jr.
If
there.
that was like 3 seconds later.
Ja, was
that
ich
would've
tatsächlich
been
auch fast ein bisschen
probably
frech
second
finde,
place.
sind allgemein die
Alright,
Preise
so
für die
what are our
Spiele.
overall standing? Okay, you're doing good.
Weil
Yeah.
90 Euro in der
Yeah.
physischen Edition für Mario Kart, das ist schon happig, bin ich ehrlich.
Mario looked really
Aber ich finde es
about that.
tatsächlich, muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen, wer mir jetzt dann viel dafür haten, bin ich auch voll fein damit, dass ich gehatet werde dafür. Es ist aber trotzdem meine persönliche Meinung und die möchte ich euch mitgeben. Ich finde es gut, dass die physischen Spiele mehr kosten als die digitalen. Das finde ich tatsächlich fair.
Thank you.
Weil erstens einmal Nintendo muss Lizenzen für die physischen Märkte zahlen. Die hat Nintendo ja bei den digitalen Titeln nicht, weil sie nur ihren eigenen E-Shop haben. Da sparen sie sich die Lizenzen halt komplett. Deswegen finde ich das voll in Ordnung, dass die physischen Spiele 10 Euro mehr kosten. Und allgemein bin ich kein Fan von physischen Spielen. Jetzt habe ich quasi noch einen Grund mehr, warum ich mir nur noch digitale Spiele kaufe.
There you go.
That's it. Aber ja. Oh, die neuen Outfits. Ja, auf der Stream eigentlich auch voll als Banden.
Oh,
Ich würde eher. Ja gut, 4K nicht, aber das bringt mir nichts. Das zeigt nur Bandbreiten und auf der Stream nicht mehr gut.
hey, it works out in the end.
You meant to do that?
Ja, wie gesagt, kann ich ja voll verstehen, wenn man der anderer Meinung ist, Kai. Es ist, wie gesagt, meine persönliche Meinung. Ich finde allgemein die Spiele jetzt teuer, das schon, aber ich finde es jetzt, wie gesagt, nicht tragisch, dass die physischen Spiele 10 Euro teurer sind, weil ich sowieso kein Fan von physischen Spielen bin, weil ich hab's bei meinem DS, dass die physischen Spiele nach einiger Zeit im Cartridge-Slot nicht mehr erkannt werden, dass das öfter ein- und ausstecken muss, bis das wieder gelesen werden. Ich habe das Problem beim 3DS, ich habe das Problem bei meinen beiden Switches.
And a lot of green.
Und das habe ich halt bei den digitalen Spielen nicht.
Four?
Das ist halt einfach, ich weiß nicht warum, aber irgendwie hat Nintendo Probleme mit den Card Reader. Und das Problem habe ich halt bei den digitalen Spielen nicht. Und allein schon aus dem Grund, dass ich jetzt dann 256 GB an physischem Speicher auf der Switch selber habe und zusätzlich noch SD-Karten dazu werfen kann, finde ich das voll okay, weil ich mir persönlich keine physischen Spiele kaufen werde. Und ich meine, bei dem Nintendo Switch 2 Bundle, wo Mario Kart World dabei ist, kriegst du ja sowieso bloß einen Download-Titel dazu. Du kriegst ja da keine physische Spur nicht beigelegt. Und deswegen, ja, wie gesagt, ich habe sowieso keinen Bedarf an physischen Titeln. Deswegen finde ich es nicht schlimm und ich finde es, wie gesagt, aus meiner Sicht heraus, aus ja, gewinnbringender Sicht von Nintendo her gerechtfertigt, weil es ist so halt einfach die Store-Lizenzen an den Käufer umlegen. Deswegen, ja, der Rest sind die physischen Spiele in den Märkten natürlich trotzdem wahrscheinlich immer billiger finden.
Whatever happened, it was serendipitous.
Yeah, it looked great. Here we go.
Yes.
Ja, verstehe ich voll, Kai. An sich bin ich auch ein großer Fan davon, die Spiele tatsächlich physisch vor mir liegen zu haben und zu besitzen. Ich meine, ich habe zufälligerweise ja mir einige 3DS und DS-Titel da liegen. Also, liegen bei mir am Schreibtisch
It
aktuell.
really does, yeah.
Aber
Opens up so many
It really
possibilities.
does.
wie gesagt,
Alright.
beim digitalen Titel habe ich nicht das Problem, dass die Karten nicht mehr gelesen wird. Dass es verliere oder sonstiges. Das habe ich beim digitalen Titel nicht. Die habe ich halt. Die kann ich installieren, wie ich lustig bin. Mann, wie gesagt, ich verstehe es vollkommen, wenn man physische Spiele gern hat. Kann ich auch komplett nachvollziehen, so. Aber ich persönlich habe halt alle Spiele rein digital. Das ist halt, ich habe mir halt schon so dran gewohnt, weil ich habe an meinem PC nicht mehr ein Laufwerk, DVD-Laufwerk oder sowas. Also schau aber nur externs, habe alle Spiele über Steam oder sowas, deswegen, ja. Ja gut, wenn der Konsole kaputt geht, dann haben ja die Spiele sowieso auf dem Nintendo-Account gespeichert. Und da ich ja Switch Online habe, an meine Spielstände in der Cloud, dann musst du ja gezwungenermaßen fast so oder so entweder richten lassen oder selber richten oder neue Switch kaufen dann. Und dann kannst du es ja wieder overladen, die Spiele. Und die Spiele, die du auf der SD-Karten zum Beispiel gespeichert hast, jetzt mal so gesagt, kann ich ja die SD-Karten nehmen, steckst in die andere Switch ein und hab auch meine Spielstände und Spiele direkt wieder. Deswegen weiß ich nicht, ob du das so einigermaßen nachvollziehen kannst. Das Problem sehe ich persönlich gar nicht so stark. Gut, das kann natürlich ja stark daher kommen, dass ich Softwareentwickler bin und dementsprechend in seine Prozesse etwas andere Einsichten habe. Aber ja, wie gesagt, das ist jetzt dann meine Sichtweise auf die Dinge. Wie gesagt, ich akzeptiere jede andere Meinung voll und ganz. Ich möchte da nichts reinrennen, von wegen kauft nur digitale Spiele. Ich persönlich darf auch sagen, kauft physische Spiele. Immer. Das ist, weil physische Spiele kann da keiner mehr wegnehmen. Weil wenn ich jetzt dann sage, der Switch eShop oder sowas wird irgendwann einmal komplett geschlossen, dann kannst du erstens keine neuen Spiele mehr spielen. Und wenn jetzt dann zum Beispiel das Spiel komplett down genommen wird, dann kann es ja passieren beim digitalen Spiel, dass du es an einem overladen kannst. Das kann dir passieren. Das hast du halt bei physischen Titeln nicht. Vor allem wie es jetzt dann beim 3DS ist. Mittlerweile, wenn du 3DS-Spiele haben möchtest, die du noch nicht besitzt, musst du das ja sowieso als physische Spiele kaufen, weil ein 3DS eShop haben sie ja abgeschalten. Aber ja, wie gesagt, nur mal um ein bisschen meine Gedankenwelt mit euch zu teilen, warum, wieso und weshalb ich das gar nicht unbedingt so schlimm finde, dass physische Spiele teuriger sind. Das war auch abzuwarten, wenn ich ehrlich bin, dass das irgendwann kommen wird. Weil eigentlich alle Publisher von den physischen Spielen weg wollen. Einfach weil sie mit den digitalen Medien weniger Stress haben. Weil du musst ja sagen, die physischen Spiele werden ja auf Disc weit im Voraus gebrannt. Und entweder du machst dann das Spiel auf der Disc schon 3, 4, 5 Monate vorher fertig. Oder du hast halt irgendwie einen Day-One-Patch, wie es ja bei irgendeinem Pokémon mal war, wo du dann einen Day-One-Patch hast, der vom Umfang her größer ist als das Spiel selber auf der Cartridge. Es ist halt immer Abwägungssache. Deswegen bin ich ja, wie gesagt, ein sehr großer Fan von rein digitalen Spielen, weil du kannst halt wirklich bis einen Tag vor Release dran entwickeln, wo du keinen Day-One-Patch brauchst. Soweit meine Gedanken dazu, wie ich das jetzt dann so sehe. Wie gesagt, ich akzeptiere jede andere Meinung. Und ich kann auch jede andere Meinung komplett verstehen. Und ich komme drei drin. Aber ich muss auf jeden Fall sagen, um uns ein bisschen auf die Treehouse-Präsentation zu konzentrieren, schaut sehr gut aus tatsächlich, Mario Kart World. Also Grafik finde ich top. Auch von der Framerate her finde ich es gut. Also Nintendo hat sich scheinbar tatsächlich Gedanken gemacht und hat sich ja hingesessen und es funktioniert wohl. Aber wenn, ja, ich weiß nicht, Donkey Kong, das Design von Donkey Kong gefällt mir nach wie vor nicht. Ne, die Flaschen ist laut, da ist noch was drin.
Little guy, big dreams.
Perfect. Well done. Well done.
Now
Thank you.
we're heading off.
Yeah. So
on our merry way.
So now that we've seen the new flow for Grand Prix, let's jump into something a little different and try and relax ourselves after that.
Now we can breathe.
Ja, es sehe ich genauso, Kai. Stimmt auf voll und ganz zu. Das Design ist einfach nur, schaut scheiße aus. Machen wir uns nichts vor.
So when you hit the plus button there, you can just automatically jump right into free roam, and here we are, just driving around in the world. And we can take another look
any way you
where we
want.
just were, yeah.
You could take another look at some of the courses,
which is off to our right.
Yeah. So as you can see over here, this is Mario Brothers Circuit. one of the course that we started on for the Mushroom Cup. And as you can see, like, there's no when you drive off course, Locky 2 doesn't come and pick you up like he does in the Grand Prix.
Yeah.
You can drive anywhere.
Anywhere
just
at
kind of
all.
Explore. Yeah.
And
Grab a
items,
snack.
yeah,
You can go to the diner, get yourself a milkshake.
Yeah.
Go to Yoshi.
Not really, but you know, theoretically.
And I could take a
Schaut
take
echt
a quick look at the
cool
map
aus.
here.
Und auch das Feature
And you
mit
can
der Open
see
World finde ich
where
cool.
it exists in the world and get an idea of some of the other courses. And we can see over here is Crown City and DK Spaceport. We'll stay at Mario Brothers Circuit for a little bit and explore a little bit more.
Because you could drive there too if you want.
Yeah, and here you can get a little bit more practice on the course if you wanted to.
Ja.
There's a lot more to discover in free roam mode. And let's drive around a little
Yeah,
bit.
Das stimmt,
See what we can
Donkey
find.
Kongs
There are
Design ist
other
einfach...
around here.
Ich weiß auch nicht, was sie mit ihm gemacht haben. Es
There's
ist,
a Toad driving the car.
Yeah.
er schaut aus, als hätte er 2 Crack
Driving the
geraucht.
other car.
Ist nichts
There
vor.
are so many
Es, also,
details in this
ich
world
weiß nicht, was sich Nintendo dabei
that you can
gedacht
start
hat,
to get an
aber
idea of when you no longer have
ich
the
weiß nicht,
pressure
das
of
ist nicht
racing
Donkey Kong.
behind you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like
Es
there's
ist-
sections up here I discovered when I was
Nah.
in free roam mode earlier.
Einfach
on
nah.
another circuit, that there were some rails up in the top that I didn't know existed.
So you can basically create a strategy while you're here
Yeah.
for when you're in the race.
And
And
you
here's a new.
Yeah,
thing.
yeah, this is new. When you're racing on the water, your vehicle kind of transforms into this watercraft mode, which is really cool.
I love all the signage everywhere.
Yeah, there's
All the touches.
Ja.
there's
Richtig.
a lot of like
Mal kurz ein
branding
paar
and stuff in the
Dübel
world. You see,
durchgezogen
you've
und
got all
dann
these
zurückkommen.
ads on the side of the world. Yeah.
Luigi tires.
Anders kann ich es mir
Okay,
halt
well,
legit
let's
nicht
get-
vorstellen.
sorry, let's go over to Crown City for a
All right.
moment
Show
and take a
something
look
else.
at and you get another perspective. There is a day and night cycle.
As we see
when
here.
you're in the world, and there are weather systems too that can affect the way things look.
Yeah.
I want to let this shy guy
saw
pass
that
me so I can drive, get a little bit off course here, so you can get an idea of what it's like to drive around in the
Oh,
world.
there's a Yoshi.
I know.
And you can
don't run him
easily
over.
drift.
Yeah.
Ja, also ich bin ehrlich,
Stop and
dieses
hang out.
Open World Feature
Ja.
finde ich geil.
Yeah, you say hi to the Yoshi.
Das
Hello.
gefällt mir sehr gut.
Hi, Red
Es
Yoshi.
ist immer irgendwie, ja, was heißt
Looks
abgegangen, als man die Eltern Mario
Alright, well,
Karts
so what
nicht
I'm gonna do
wirklich,
is I'm gonna try
aber
and
man
find
hätte sich
jump
schon
real
gewünscht,
quick
dass
so I
man
can
einfach
get
so
some pose.
off-Race
and then we'll
einfach
jump
mal
into
so die
photo
Strecke
mode.
ein bisschen genauer ausschauen kann und ein
Right
bisschen
here?
besser
Yeah.
erkunden, so Easter Eggs suchen und sowas.
Perfect.
All right, so let's
Look at that.
take a look at photo mode.
Okay, Fotomodus, ja. Gut,
Excellent.
Adorable.
muss
Alright,
mittlerweile
well,
gefühlt halt
I think
wirklich
we're gonna
in
end
Spielen haben.
there for
Alter, aber
the-
die Grafik schaut schon echt hammermäßig gut aus.
Mario
All right.
static.
So everybody, once again, this was Mario Kart World. And of course, don't worry, we're going to be right back coming up with Donkey Kong
Ja,
Bonanza.
sehe ich genauso,
stay
Kai.
tuned. We'll see you soon.
es schaut halt alles so wirklich vernünftig und gut aus, außer Donkey Kong. Es ist, ja, nein, wie gesagt, kann man nichts machen. Ich glaube, Nintendo wird nichts mehr dran ändern. Gut, das We'll be right back können wir überspringen. Das bringt uns, glaube ich, nicht wirklich was, wenn wir es uns anschauen. Und als nächstes kommt das neue Donkey Kong.
Welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live with Nintendo Switch 2. I'm Sam. I'm here with K, BK, and DK because we are going to be looking at Donkey Kong Bonanza. I am so excited, an all-new 3D adventure with Donkey Kong. BK, let's just jump right in.
Yeah, why waste any time? Yeah, we're gonna just start out right at the beginning of this section here. Ugh.
Ich blende mir nur ganz kurz aus.
Uh,
Bin aber weiter da.
Pretty much the first thing you see when you start the game.
Yeah.
no, he's
So,
finally
ich habe
here.
nur kurz ein Kabernet
You've all been
weggeschmissen.
waiting so long.
So.
You know, I just love
Ich meine,
this
da
look for
finde ich in
DK.
dem Spiel schaut Donkey
looks
Kong auch wieder ein
So
bisschen normaler aus. Ein bisschen mehr
cute
wie
at the
sein
same
altes
time.
Design.
Yeah.
Zwar auch nicht
so
ganz
this is,
so wie
this
früher,
first
aber da finde ich, schaut es
section is gonna talk
akzeptabel
about,
aus.
Some of the new controls DK has in this game, 'cause, he's
Er
a
hat
lot
zwar auch
more
diese
action-oriented in this game,
übertrieben großen
in a
Augen,
very
als wenn er
hands-on way.
gerade
You might be seeing
mindestens
me,
10 Joints
punch through
geraucht hätte,
walls here.
aber ja,
Yeah,
keine Ahnung,
area
ich
around
weiß
me
auch
here.
nicht.
As one of you-
Warum
as you
muss
might
man,
imagine, one of the big sort of
Funktionierendes
elements of
Design,
DK
das
is his
über
strength.
Jahre
And that's on
extrem
full
gut funktioniert hat,
display here.
ändern?
Yeah,
Das
that's the
verstehe
coolest
ich
thing
nicht.
about this game is
Vor allem
almost
jeder
everything
hat
around
das
you is, the
Donkey Kong
structure.
Design einfach
Well, and we just
geliebt.
saw you rip up a chunk of the terrain too and use that to cause more havoc. So
Yeah,
the possibilities are endless here.
yeah, and you can pretty much just rip a chunk off of everything, as I've just done here. So,
Ja, aber
once
ich
you have a
finde
chunk,
tatsächlich, ja, dass man einfach so
play
Sachen
around
aus
with
dem
50%.
Boden oder
Well,
aus der
so
Wand
here in this
reißen
second,
kann,
we're
ziemlich
really gonna be
cool.
looking at some of
Und
the
auch die
first
Grafik schaut geil aus.
areas that you see in the game. And to kind of set up,
Ja, ich wollte jetzt nicht gleich
where we
übertreiben,
are,
Kai. Ein
what we're
bisschen
doing
Untertreibung darf schon mal
here,
sein.
some rumors have started to spread of this material sprouting up on this island, Inga Isle.
Okay, na, er schaut doch
and it's
genauso
called
beschissen
Vanadium.
aus. Na.
And it forms
Das lässt sich halt auch nicht
gold, but also
scheren.
in these vanadium gems that you can see here that are shaped
Ich
like
weiß
bananas.
nicht, was der
And,
Nintendo dabei
pretty
gedacht
tasty.
hat. Ich
It
it must
verstehe es
also be
nicht.
delicious because DK
Yeah.
DK loves to eat it.
that's one of my other favorite things. We're getting a little bit more info about golden bananas here, and a little more about vanadium gold. Don't mix them up. Do not mix up gold and vanadium gold. One is edible, the
Ja.
other is not.
Ich meine, klar, man gewohnt sich
We're
mit
talking
Sicherheit
to
irgendwann
this
an das neue Design.
prospector
Das ist ja
monkey over
keine
here. Just kind of
komplette
giving us a quick
Katastrophe. Es ist halt,
explanation of what we're doing here and why.
in erster Linie ist es halt ungewohnt.
What else do we need to know then? We need to let's find more bananas. That was pretty tasty.
High five, bud. Yeah, now that we're in an open area here, I want to show off a couple more of his moves. DK's got a roll. Roll is back. You can also do a roll and a jump.
Nice.
Those moves are back. You can also spin, which I like.
Ja,
Especially good with his little
Das
With his
headlamp on there.
headlamp.
Handgefühl schon
It's
auch,
like a
aber
disco party.
Yeah, it's like a little dance party.
noch wissen wir nichts dazu.
You know what? One other thing I wanna
Nintendo
show
hat
off really
dazu,
quick
glaube ich, auch
is,
nichts gesagt,
how
von
the chunks
wegen,
interact
ob
with each
es
other. Sam, you wanna
der
talk about that?
DK ist oder ob es
so,
ein
he's just torn a chunk
neuer
out of the ground
Donkey
there, but
Kong
as
aus
you can
der
see, it's sort of this,
Kong-Familie ist.
soft material. And if you go into your throwing stance there, you can see that, like, as you start to target different things, it not only tells you what that material is, but how strong it is and gives you a little bit of its properties. So if you want to throw that there, you can see that, like, what you picked up is like this, like, muddy, soft chunk, right? So it
just
sort of
stuck
sticks
right
to
to
the
the
wall,
wall.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
if you go and pick up something a little harder, yeah. So if you grab a chunk out of the wall there, so now you've got something tough.
Oh. Hit
You
that
can
sign there.
destroy
Okay.
elements
Let me
of
try
the
that again.
terrain
Aber
as well.
ich finde tatsächlich, das
Like
Spiel schaut ziemlich cool aus.
So
Dirty
yeah.
terrain,
So yeah,
okay.
now you can actually break apart the wall when you throw that stuff.
Yeah. Oh, and one other thing about
Ist
Vanadium
aber, glaube ich,
gold I like
noch
a lot
Donkey
is, it's actually brimming with
Kong
energy, you know, it's,
64,
enough to power DK,
das
certainly.
erste
look, there's a
3D
little
Donkey
sparks
Kong,
coming
oder?
off of it.
But when you throw
Korrigiert's mich gerne, wenn ich da falsch
Highly-
liege, aber ich
ja,
wusste jetzt nicht, dass da sonst
Very
irgendein anderes
fun to play
3D
with
Donkey
in
Kong
control
mal
setting.
nah
you
rausgekommen
know,
ist.
since I've already kind of made a dent in this wall, I actually want to show off how.
Das andere waren
many
eigentlich
things there are. Like,
bloß
there's this little hidden
Donkey
alcove
Kong
back here. You
Country
would never
in
know it's back here. It's just
23
a surprise to
verschiedenen
find
Versionen
by
und
destroying the
Editionen.
environment around you.
This stuff is everywhere.
Yeah, we're gonna call this the chill out room for a second.
And you just saw BK slapping the ground. That's the hand slap move. It kind of allows you to pick up a lot of the drop
Ja,
collectibles that are
eben.
around you
Wie
at
gesagt,
once. So you
das
don't
Design
have to
von Donkey
run around
Kong,
collecting them
dem
individually, which is really
alten
nice. 'Cause as
Donkey
you can
Kong,
see,
hat sich
there's
halt
lots of gold and
etabliert
stuff
gehabt. Jeder
hiding in
weiß
the
gewonnen
walls that
und
you
ich
can-
weiß auch nicht, warum man es jetzt ändern
Picking
muss.
up tiny chunks of
Verstehe
vanadium
nicht so
gold. We're
ganz,
picking
aber
up
gut.
vanadium chips.
Sei es drum.
Yeah, I don't know if I said this earlier, but
Ist jetzt wohl so, wenn man es wohl drauf wohnen
rumors
müssen.
have started to spread of this vanadium
Ich
material
meine, wir haben es selber noch
appearing
nicht
on
gespielt,
the
wir
isle,
können es auch nicht
so
direkt
DK
sagen,
and these
ob es dann
prospector
im
monkeys have
Gameplay
descended upon the
tatsächlich
isle to try and
so
collect as much
schlimm
of the stuff as
ausschaut.
they can.
Making friends here in the mines. Yeah,
I
it's
love
cool to,
these monkeys.
it's cool to see these other guys out here staking their claim.
Wie
trying to
gesagt,
earn
ich
their
glaube nicht,
fortune.
dass
You know,
Nintendo die
DK is doing
Sprite
the
noch
same.
ändern wird
He's more
zum,
interested in eating them than he is
bis
anything else.
zum Switch 2 Release.
Got some more stuff here.
Yeah.
Some more of.
Werden wir aber
If
Dinge
anything
definitiv
remains
sehen.
consistent about DK, it is his love for bananas.
Yeah. One other handy thing is that DK can't be harmed by any of these explosions.
And thank goodness.
And thank goodness, because it's gonna be causing a lot.
Ja,
Gotta
ich bin mir
touch
eben jetzt auch nicht ganz sicher, aber ich glaube auch, dass DK64 das letzte 3D Donkey Kong war.
Oh.
Aber ich kann das
We found our
eigentlich mal kurz
prize.
nachschauen.
That prospector monkey is really happy about it.
So is DK. Look at him.
I think he's so. His every face he makes in this game is the best.
So expressive.
Eat it up, bud. You deserve it.
Delicious.
So we're gonna keep working our way down here in this mine. DK is no stranger to mines, of course, but it's nice to see him doing it a little bit more full time. Oh yeah, you can also pick up chunks of varying size. Like everything kind of changes in deforms in a different way. So let's see if I can actually cause some extra havoc here for a second with
Yeah.
this extra long chunk of.
Look at
Ja,
that.
also was ich jetzt nicht auf die Schnelle so
Oh,
finde,
and
war
some
das
walls are a little
letzte
tougher, so there's some handy
3D
devices here to
Donkey
help you through. I
Kong.
can't actually just punch down this thing, so a special dive punch is required. Really kick this thing off.
I love
Look
it.
at
It's
all
so
of that.
satisfying,
Yeah.
right?
I want those. I want those.
Get it, get
Yeah,
it, get
there's
it.
the hand slap.
Right, yeah. So you can use the hand
Ja,
slap
es
to
ist
kind of collect a
tatsächlich
lot of
das
the gold
zweite
that collects
3D
around
Donkey
you.
Right,
Kong.
and there are also some switches and things up ahead that interact with the hand slap, and you can cause the terrain to change in different
Nö.
ways.
Those
Also
geysers are so satisfying.
DK64 war tatsächlich das
Hand slap also
letzte
affects some things in the world
3D
around
Donkey Kong.
Yes.
which I think is cool. Like, it just caused that vanadium gold to appear there out of nowhere. Yeah. Ooh, another geyser.
Get it.
Good use of it. Yeah.
Yes.
I cannot emphasize enough how satisfying it is to play this game. The jingle janglies are good. The smashing is good.
I spend
The
way
collectibles
too
are
much
good.
time
Yeah.
just collecting gold.
Yeah, you're gonna be doing a lot of that.
Well,
die
and there are
Grafik
so
schaut
many, like
echt
we
geil
saw
aus und die
earlier,
Framerate ist
hidden
auch gut.
passages and like rooms to discover through the walls.
Also ich finde es
If you just
tatsächlich sehr,
basically
sehr
punch
cool.
anywhere in a wall, you can find something hidden there, and it's really satisfying.
Yeah, and speaking of hidden things,
Yeah, you can see how that hand slap also works as kind of a sonar system, and it was giving you the silhouette of a hidden vanadium gem in there.
3 in a row. But DK's
We're having some
advertised
good
it.
luck in this mine, DK.
Yeah, we're gonna keep working our way through here. Let's see what's behind this big wall.
You surprised a monkey.
It's freaking out.
Ja,
Okay, bud, relax.
Sorry, buddy.
Ooh, I see some chips back there. So
das ist
let's see,
wohl
I can't
leider
actually-
richtig.
this is
Gameplay
too
ist
hard
geil
for me
und
to smash,
allgemein, aber das
luckily
Design
the
von Donkey
ground
Kong
is
ist halt
stock.
irgendwie...
The ground, which is rarely ever.
Yeah, but the environments are highly destructible. You could have gotten through here a different way.
Yeah, in fact, I'm gonna leave my way.
Right.
Yeah.
This game really encourages you to think
Okay,
outside
also
the
man
box.
kann tatsächlich
Yeah,
scheinbar
there's a lot of
wirklich
different
so
ways to
ziemlich
get the thing
jede
close
Wand
to involve
kaputt
smashing.
hauen.
There's a door. There was a gate there, and you just made your own door. That's fine.
Yeah.
Oh, we could see outside.
It looks like a storm is on the way. Hope everybody's gonna be okay.
That should be
There you go.
fine, right?
More chips. Yeah, here's another one of those devices that have cracked this wall
Pure
open for me.
destruction.
Ooh, look at all that.
Oh, we see our first enemies in the game here.
Yeah, these little buggy monsters came out of nowhere, so we're gonna make sure they don't get near any of our gold. Go up here. Get out of there. It's mine.
I like these because they drop chunks that you can then use on all of their friends.
Yeah.
Look at all this.
Oh my gosh. If you ever needed catharsis, this is
Ich
where you
finde es
come.
crazy, dass das nicht extremes Laggen
Pretty much
auffängt
just an entire
tatsächlich.
hall to play with.
Yep.
Ooh, but I see
Weil ich meine, es
something big waiting
passiert
up there
für
for me,
Switch-Verhältnisse
Well, you're not
ziemlich
gonna
früh
collect all
eigentlich
this?
auf einem
I
Screen.
mean, if it's shaped like a banana.
Aber die Framerate bleibt relativ
What's
stabil.
that? Oh, and you can see Ingot Isle back there, so that's
That's
kind of
where
where we're
we're at.
starting out in this
Yeah.
adventure. This is where DK has come to find his edible fortune, so to speak. So yeah, we're just gonna make sure we get started eating all these bananas here. Oh no! Oh no!
Storm's picking up, DK.
Yeah, that must be the storm they were talking about. It seems like a pretty powerful storm.
Oh no, the bananas.
Yeah, those bananas being taken from us.
Another consistent theme.
Yeah, so this
Okay.
is our first glimpse of the primary antagonist force actively stealing these bananas from DK. Oh, hang on, bud.
Gut, also wir erfahren tatsächlich auch heute schon ein bisschen was zur Story. Hätte ich jetzt nicht damit gerechnet.
Things never seem to go
Hanging
his
on by the
way.
seat of his pants.
Not anymore.
And there goes the seat of his pants.
Weil das ist basically eigentlich nur das Intro vom Spiel, also
Oh no.
so viel erfahren wir jetzt auch nicht, aber trotzdem. Ich hätte tatsächlich damit gerechnet, dass nur Gameplay zeigen und Gameplay-Mechaniken vor allem. So das Tutorial quasi, aber nicht die
I think he's getting caught
erste
up in
Cutscene.
this big storm here.
Ja, das war glaube ich auch nicht im Trailer drinnen, die Szene.
And there goes Ingot Isle.
I hesitate to call this a storm.
Das schon, das war im Trailer drin.
More of an unnatural disaster.
Ich meine, ich weiß jetzt nicht mehr alles, was gestern in der Direct drauf war. Ich meine, es ist
We call it flood.
länger wie ein Tag her.
You okay, DK?
I'm sure he's fine.
Yeah, everything's
He's
great.
got a
Look,
thick
there's
skin.
there's a massive hole in the ground.
Yeah, don't worry, we'll cover that right up. Just put a rug over it. Definitely not getting our security deposit.
Nope. That's one way to find a lot of bananas quickly, though, or lose a lot of bananas quickly, I guess.
It looks like we lost pretty much all of them. all at one
Okay,
go.
was können wir eigentlich dann auch, beziehungsweise wie lange dauert die
We're gonna check
Präsentation
on
von
DK here, see if he's
DK noch?
okay.
Okay,
In
10
there, bud?
Minuten ungefähr noch.
Of course
There he is.
There he is.
This is a little worse for wear, but
But
Doing better,
still,
he's doing great.
you know, he's all right. Oh, the
Ja, ich meine, an
animation's
sich,
so good.
so I've been doing a lot of
realistischere
punching forward and
Grafik.
punching down using the Y and B buttons. Now I'm gonna do some punching upward to
Wir
break
werden
my
es
way out
fast
of
machen
this
müssen,
boulder.
weil sonst fallen sie halt komplett
Nice
zurück,
work.
aber man
Thank you
soll es
very
halt
much.
vielleicht
And then we're
insofern
actually gonna
realistischer
punching
machen,
upwards to smash these crystals.
dass man das Design nicht komplett über den Haufen schmeißt. Also halt so Details hinzufügen zu Donkey Kong wie realistischere Feldtexturen und sowas halt.
Guys, good. You're glad you're okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Aber
We're gonna save
Ja.
some.
You gotta check on your bud.
Yeah.
ich meine, da in dem Donkey Kong Spiel finde ich jetzt das Design von Donkey Kong das neue gar nicht so
Looks like we
schlimm.
are pretty deep underground.
Einfach weil er da so eine hellere
Oh, there you go.
Fellfarbe hat, aber vor allem in Mario Kart World, ich weiß nicht, irgendwie. Ich finde sein Design einfach zu
He's
dunkel.
not strong,
Mir
no.
ist das Fell von Donkey Kong kehrt halt einfach.
Oh, good. Ingodile's just fine.
Ja, also dieses helle
Everybody's
Braun,
okay.
dieses
Does it have
Nougat-Braun
any
und nicht
Was that
so Dark Brown oder sowas. Das passt einfach nicht.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
we're pretty far
we're-
down here.
We're deep under here.
Yeah. Oh, looks like stuff's still falling down after us.
Something is joining us.
Yeah.
Something screaming?
It's just a screaming rock. I'm sure it's perfectly normal.
Perfectly normal.
Yeah.
As
so,
normal as, you know, being pushed down into this hole.
yeah, so we're going to explore this larger area here. One other thing I want to check right away is, DK can climb on most surfaces in this game, so I'm sure we should be able to just climb our way right out of here.
Not
Fortunately,
quite.
doesn't
Not
So
seem
quite.
most,
okay.
but not all.
Ja, wie gesagt, so
yeah, I'm
gewisse
also gonna try
Sachen,
to
dass
see
sie
if I can
verändern,
just
vor
get a little
allem
higher up.
zum Beispiel so
Chunk jump
Umgebungstexturen
by
oder
using
sowas,
a chunk of
ist fast ein
terrain
Muss. Da muss
higher
nicht
up
gehen, dass
and
die
see
halt
if we can
realistischer
trick,
werden. Und auch Charakterdesigns, dass du halt die Grafik mit aufziehst, aber das Design darf sich nicht verändern. Vor allem,
Turf surf on it.
Yeah.
ja, vor allem die Augen sollen nicht ausschauen. Es hätte der Charakter 20, 30 Joints durchgezogen. Das ist halt, weiß ich nicht.
And it's worth noting that
Ich meine, klar, so ein bisschen Graselraucher ist jetzt legal in Deutschland, aber
depends, or it how long the
Ja.
chunk lasts. Is
That's
basically
right.
muss jetzt deswegen auch nicht sein.
Good job, bud. I can't stop calling him Bud. He's my favorite in this game.
He's
How are
He's
these guys doing?
This guy's doing okay. I'm a little more interested in this barrel cannon. It's come down with us.
Yeah.
It's good to see a barrel cannon again. We're gonna blast our way up here. Try and make our way back up further to Baboom Town. See if everybody else is all right. But first, I'm gonna try and clear these thorns. Ow! Which clearly hurts DK.
That's
Instead, we're gonna pick up a chunk.
sorry, buddy.
Clear out this area here, so you can see. Yeah, chunks of terrain come in very handy, including eliminating hazards.
Well, and
around.
you can also turf surf on top of them too if you need
Yeah,
to.
that's true.
cross
You know, if I really
quickly.
wanted to, I could just turf surf on top of hazards like this using a chunk
Ja.
of terrain. As long as I'm
Possible.
watching to make sure that it doesn't whittle
It does-
away
right,
over time. You can also do little things like that. Easily knock out things around you. Pick it back up.
Ja, wie
Yeah,
gesagt,
you lost a little bit of health when you punched those vines.
Yeah,
ich habe
luckily
keine
like
Ahnung,
that.
was der
Yeah,
Nintendo
you
bei
got
dem
the balance
Design
and you restored it.
gedacht hat.
We're gonna take this other barrel
Oder
cannon
warum
here,
sie das
blast it
Design
back up.
in der Form geändert haben.
Some more friends. Want to check out on this guy? How you doing, bud?
Weil in dem Mario Bros. Ja gut, im Mario Bros. Film, glaube ich, hat er auch schon ein wenig in die Richtung ausgeschaut. Oder? Das war eigentlich, glaube ich, der Ursprung von der Designänderung von Donkey
So
Kong.
this is our introduction to a new kind of hazard here, voided terrain.
Das war also ziemlich das Einzige, was mir in dem Film gestört hat. Ansonsten ist der Mario-Film
Yeah, go up
eigentlich
there and
ziemlich
try
gut.
and whack it.
As you can see,
Bin ja schon sehr gespannt
This
auf
is
den
not
Live-Action
smashable.
Legend of Zelda-Film.
Which is quite annoying for DK, as most of us have been
You
easily
gotta
smashable.
appreciate though the work ethic of these monkeys.
I like
I know.
it.
Like
They're gonna
look at
keep
this
at
one
it.
with the pickaxe.
Never mind that it's impossible.
He
He's
can't make
gonna
a dent, but he's
yeah.
gonna keep trying.
Gonna
You can see
keep trying.
this voided terrain seems to be coming from this device over here. So So if I just smash this, that might take care of it. Unfortunately, this thing looks pretty well protected itself. Can't seem to smash it, can't seem to make a dent, no matter how hard I hit.
But we are close to where that thing fell down.
Ja, aber
Ja, you're
an
right, I think
sich
it fell down up here, so
tatsächlich,
we're gonna
glaube ich, kann Switch 2
check
cool
and see
werden.
if that streaming
Ja, wenn man sich das ein wenig so anschaut, was da bis
Everyone
jetzt in so
seems
viele
curious,
Spiele
but not
gezockt
brave enough
haben,
to go check it
Grafiken
out
schauen echt
themselves.
gut aus.
Luckily, DK is here. DK
They
knows.
wouldn't get anything done if not for
Das
DK.
könnte tatsächlich eine ernstzunehmende Konsole werden,
Hello?
was irgendwie bitter notwendig ist. Oh, das ist DKs Partner, oder? Hoffentlich wird der nicht so nervig wie Navi.
Just gonna see.
Keep trying,
Ah,
buddy.
da
You can do
müssen
it.
wir ja irgendwann noch durch, wenn wir Legend of Zelda spielen.
There we go.
Good job, DK.
Wobei aber tatsächlich glaubt, dass ich, wenn wir die Legend of Zelda-Reihe spielen, die zwei NES-Spiele rauslassen. Also Legend of Zelda und Legend of Zelda 2 Adventure of Link.
That's a fast rock.
Hoffentlich nicht, Kai, hoffentlich nicht.
Okay, DK, it's okay.
Alter, ist das ein Fiebertraum. Also,
That was a
ich
rough
bin ehrlich,
beginning.
das Spiel schaut cool aus, von der Grafik her und so, aber ich
Don't need to tell
hab
me
das
twice.
Gefühl, die
That's
Story wird ein
follow
absoluter
that side
Fiebertraum.
rock and see what's up.
A little suspicion about a giant Kong.
Ich bin mir noch nicht sicher, ob es Let's Playen
Maybe
wird.
warranted.
Bin ich
Ja,
ganz
maybe
ehrlich,
warranted.
weiß ich
I mean,
nicht.
you saw
Aber
his
eigentlich
face.
möchte ich auch die anderen Donkey Kong Countries
I
Let's
would've
Playen
run
oder
away
allgemein
too.
die anderen Donkey
Pick up one
Kong
of these.
Spiele.
See if I can. Oh,
Ich hätte so viel vor, aber es
Ja,
ist
take
halt,
up this
leider hat mein
nice
Tag auch bloß 24 Stunden.
twirl that thing around. There we
Nice
go.
one.
Ich wüsste halt so viel
So
zum
destroyed
Machen.
with its own chunk.
I did. Quit hitting yourself. Oh, unfortunately, I think we also scared this.
Aber wie gesagt, jetzt machen wir erst mal Mario und Luigi-Reihe fertig und dann Legend of Zelda-Reihe.
Come on, DK, use that entire brain of yours. We can figure out a way to soothe this thing.
Is he using his brain or his stomach?
Why not both?
Yeah. So,
Ja, wenn ich spiele, dann werde ich auch sehr viel Kopfschmerztabletten brauchen, aber naja. Ja, wobei, nimm einfach ein Bier, das ist besser.
I think it's working.
Das macht wenigstens Kopfweh. Also, meistens leider
Now
nicht,
it's a
aber.
dancing rock.
The cutest dancing rock you've ever seen.
You could call it that.
Ich bin ja tatsächlich am Überlegen, manche so Spielereien dann in Streams zu bringen. Ich möchte jetzt dann wieder mehr streamen. Ab nächster Woche soll jetzt theoretischerweise auch gehen.
I don't know about
Ja,
all
ich gesagt,
this.
da
I don't
schaut
know
Donkey
about
Kong
all
jetzt gar nicht so schlimm aus,
nasty
finde ich.
sidekick.
Da geht's Design eigentlich.
Oh.
Looks like this odd rock is coming with you, whether you like it or
this.
not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome aboard, Odd Rock. Yeah, so now we can use
Richtig.
the power of Odd Rock's voice.
Ein gescheites kaltes
pretty
Bierchen.
handy.
Oder am besten eigentlich gleich ein Mass und dann passt es.
Yeah, we calmed it down by making music with it. We whistled for it. So, as we know, music is very important in the world of DK.
Ja, wie gesagt, da
and
schaut
here,
Donkey Kong
another
jetzt gar nicht so
example of
schlimm
that. Now,
aus.
Odd Rock and I together can
Ich glaube,
actually
dass
make
das vor allem bei
music,
Mario
together
Kart
and create
hauptsächlich
a
das
path the guy is supposed to
dunklere
connect. So
Design macht.
that's one easy way to keep
Was
track
ihn so
of where
schlimm
you're supposed to be
ausschauen
going as you
lässt.
are punching literally
Right.
everything around you.
Yeah, especially
Performing
if
things.
you are deep in the terrain, making your own pathways.
Yeah.
This will bring you back out.
Yeah, there we go. Just gonna work our way back up here. You know what? I actually wanna
Yeah.
smash these crystals.
All the gold.
Don't pass things by.
Yeah, just can't
Smash
resist.
everything.
Aber wenn er natürlich da trotz alledem die viel zu groß geratenen Augen hat.
Hi guys. Totally fine. Now, as prompted, Odd Rock just had a suggestion here that I liked a lot. So we're gonna
Ja, wie
make
gesagt,
music
das
here
ist,
for
habe ich ja
this thing.
davor schon gesagt gehabt.
Which
Man wird sich
actually
mit
frees it up.
Sicherheit
Now we can
mit der
punch
Zeit
it.
dran
Thank
gewohnen.
goodness.
Es ist halt im ersten Moment extrem ungewohnt, wenn man halt vor allem
And now that that
ältere
thing is out of the way,
Designer
the avoidance
gewohnt
rate
ist.
is finally taken care of. So,
So we can
Aber
Get to the
Yeah.
barrel cannon.
Ja.
that's just one example of how you and Odd Rock are going to be working
bin ehrlich,
together throughout
es
the
kann
course of the
schlimmer
game to make
sein.
progress as a team.
also zumindest in
You
dem
two did a
Donkey
pretty
Kong
good team
Spiel.
together, yeah.
Mario Kart finde ich unverzeihlich, weil das Design
yeah,
schaut
so
richtig,
we also
das schaut,
need to check on the room
das schaut richtig scheiße
So,
aus.
make sure everybody else is
Aber da
okay.
finde ich geht's einigermaßen.
Fellow miners of ours are all right. Check
Das
out
hat man glaube ich auch
Präsentation.
im Trailer gestern gesehen
There's a
gehabt, die
lot of
Szene.
stuff here to do. There's a lot of fun stuff waiting for us up here. So, of course, I think that's where we're going to end our segment for today. Sorry, everybody at home. Yeah, we do have another segment coming up in just a little bit here. We're going to show off a little bit more of DK Bonanza in a later area. But that is the end of this introduction segment. That's where we're going to stop it for now.
All right. Thank you so much, BK
Okay.
and Kay. That was Donkey Kong Bonanza. But next up, we're going to be taking a look at Metroid Prime 4 Beyond,
Ooh,
Nintendo
Metroid.
Switch 2 edition. So stay tuned. Oh, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Dann, da die sagen, springen wir direkt zu Metroid Prime 4. So. Ja, wir haben immer noch um so circa eine Stunde hinterher. Okay, also man sagt später scheinbar dann auch noch die Tech-Demo. Dann haben wir ein bisschen Mario Kart im Multiplayer, wie man das
Hi
schauen.
everyone. For those that are just tuning in, this is Nintendo
Yep.
Treehouse Live, Nintendo Switch 2. My name is Teresa, and I'm joined here with Demetrius and Dutch. And we're
Hey.
here to show a little game called Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Nintendo Switch 2 Edition.
That's
This
right.
is a first-person adventure game starring our favorite
Ich
protagonist,
bin in der
Samus.
Metroid
She is a very famous
Prime-Reihe
bounty
tatsächlich
hunter,
jetzt
for
auch
those of
nicht
you that
so
don't
extrem
know,
drin.
but I'm gonna throw it away
Aber
to
an
Demetrius
sich
to lead us through
möchte
this.
es mal zumindest kurz einmal reinschauen. Da glaube ich, werden wir uns aber nicht die ganzen Gameplay-Ding anschauen. Ich möchte kurz einmal schauen, wie Framerate und Grafik so ist. Aber dann glaube ich, werden wir zum nächsten Segment 4 springen. Oder zumindest ein bisschen durchskippen, dass wir vielleicht einigermaßen auffallen von der Zeit her.
And Samus is going to be answering their call, and this is what's pretty much going to be the beginning of the game.
Those are space pirates that are allied with Silex.
Ich glaube nicht, dass ich
Right.
Metroid Prime 4 spielen werde.
Metroid Prime
Also,
Hunters.
spielen vielleicht schon, aber Let's
We're not
Playen
quite sure what
sicherlich
the bad
nicht.
blood here
Dafür
is
bin ich in
about
der
between
Metroid
Silex and the
Prime-Reihe jetzt
Galactic
wenig drin.
Federation, but
He doesn't like him, nor does not like Samus. So
Yeah, he's got a deep
figure
grudge
what's up
for
with that.
Samus.
So getting to that, here's the first cutscene. So I won't talk too much over this. I'll let people
Ja.
kind of enjoy it.
Sehe ich tatsächlich nahezu genauso, Kai. Wie gesagt, Donkey Kong finde ich cool, hypt mir jetzt dann auch nicht so extrem. Ich hätte es cooler gefunden als 3D Mario, aber das habe ich gestern auch in der Reaction
That
gesagt
is a big
gehabt.
picture.
Ja, wie gesagt, ich wollte eigentlich gestern live drauf reagieren auf diesem Kanal, aber ich habe es übersehen gehabt, dass ich das
big battle
Livestreaming
happening right now.
anfordern
Sarah
muss
Quick
bei
is
dem
on these
Kanal.
ships.
Das Problem habe ich nämlich
Join
auf dem
in on
Gaming-Kanal
it.
nicht gehabt. No idea why. Wahrscheinlich einfach, weil der Kanal nicht so klar ist. Aber da kommt einfach zu wenig
Samus's
Content, dass
contribution to
der
the air
schnell wächst. Möchte ich aber ändern. Habe ich ja auch im Jahresrückblick bzw. Vorausblick gesagt gehabt.
The Galactic Federation
Ja, für beide erst einmal ein bisschen
trying
mehr
to fight,
Zeit.
but it's not working too
Die
well.
fighten wir aktuell leider.
They need some help.
Eigentlich hätte ich jetzt ein Jahr gerade keine Zeit zum Streamen.
Pretty cool to see this. Though.
Müsste eigentlich für einen Feuerwehrlehrgang lernen, aber
All right.
Yeah, Samus
die
in the
Treehouse
rescue.
Direct können wir uns schon anschauen, weil die ist ja ungefähr um eine
Gameplay here in just a
Semi oder sowas
moment.
gar, glaube ich. Oder 8.
I love this scene so much.
Dann habe ich schon noch genug Zeit halt. Das geht schon noch.
Here we go.
So some of you might see this area pretty familiar
Also
from
Grafik schaut tatsächlich
the
ziemlich
first
gut
trailer
aus.
that we showed for Metroid Prime 4. But now we're going to see a little bit more.
So of course you're seeing Samus from the outside, but now we're about to go right behind the visor. And away we go.
Junge,
So I'm gonna kind of play a little slower so everybody can kind of just
schaut echt
take
geil
it all in,
aus.
But I see a space pirate right here, so I'm just gonna go ahead.
Und vor allem die
Not
Framerate ist
let that
geil.
stand.
We
Kinda
can see
look
that classic Metroid Prime
Ich bin ehrlich, ich kann das
das
immer noch nicht so ganz glauben, in Worte fassen, dass Switch 220 FPS hat.
Yeah, I'm still not gonna try to take any hits though. Oh, what you doing still? Oh. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and do this. So one thing people should
Das
know,
glaube ich auch.
right now
Ich
I'm
bin mir auch
playing
fast
with
sicher,
the
dass
Switch
Mario
Joy-Cons and
Kart
stuff, so I have
World
the
nicht der
Joy-Cons on my
einzige
left hand and my right
Release-Title
hand. And I'm gonna
bleibt
change it up a little bit
für
and
Switch
a little bit further to
2.
get into this.
But also you're
Ähm,
playing in a mode called Quality Mode,
weil
which is in 4K,
nur
60
mit
FPS. So for
Mario
anybody
Kart
that
World
is
als
watching the stream,
First-Party-Titel
we are streaming at
einen Launch
4K.
zu
If you have a
machen.
4K TV, you will be able to see
Weiß ich nicht,
all the
ob sich das
visuals, and
so
it's very glorious,
rentiert
pristine,
oder rechnet.
pretty graphics.
Samus, you made it. Command needs you to secure a sensitive
Aber ja, wie gesagt, werden wir dann sehen. Wir werden auf jeden Fall auf die kommenden Directs dann auch wieder reagieren. Wie gesagt, ich habe es einfach nicht für... Ich wollte eigentlich schon ursprünglich auf die ganzen Nintendo Switch 1 Directs noch reacten, dann seitdem ich jetzt dann aktiver angefangen habe mit YouTube. Aber durch das, dass halt dann immer schon so das Ding, aber ja, Switch 2 kommt bald, Switch 2 kommt bald, und man dachte, ja gut, dann fangen wir mit so Reactions vielleicht eher zu Switch 2 an. Dann war immer eigentlich jetzt mal, wenn es Direct war, entweder hätte ich keine Zeit gehabt oder es war irgendwas. Ja, ist leider so, und vor allem so wirklich hypend waren die meisten Directs nicht, weil ich habe mir die Reactions vom Nintendo dann angeschaut drauf. Ja, war jetzt nicht so wirklich dabei, was mich vom Stuhl gerissen hätte. Aber ja.
It's pretty important too, just like learning more about the lore of this world. So scanning is very important. It's been in the Metroid Prime series as well. So
yes,
it's a great way to learn.
Way to get additional backstory, lore, also just helpful gameplay tips, and even access to certain areas.
Ja, also ich bin ehrlich, schaut ganz cool aus Metroid Prime 4, weil ich da dazu tatsächlich mal ein bisschen nach vorne springe in diesem Segment. Vielleicht mit zu diesem Bossfight oder was das ist. Ja, doch, also schaut schon sehr cool aus, bin ich ehrlich. Ja, wie gesagt, ich möchte mir eigentlich noch die Reaction vom Tommy anschauen zur Direct gestern. Aber ich habe es gestern nicht mehr geschafft, weil mit Lerner und sowas dann, ich habe gestern ein bisschen um 1 oder sowas für einen Feuerwehrlehrgang gelernt. Und ja, da habe ich dann keine Zeit mehr gehabt. Aber möchte ich vielleicht heute dann machen, je nachdem, ob ich heute Zeit dafür finde. Aber wie gesagt, also von der Grafik her bin ich echt überrascht. Ich habe mir so gedacht, ja gut, sie haben 4K oder sowas, aber schaffen sie irgendwie nur bei so Billo-Spiele dann das umzusetzen, aber es schaut schon sehr, sehr viel besser aus. Bin ich ganz ehrlich.
It's coming at you.
No, you don't. Oh.
Das Maus-Feature, glaube ich, ist vor allem bei Metroid Prime 4 sehr cool. Weil es ist halt ein Shooter. Das ist halt vor allem, Shooter haben jetzt dann auf der Switch viel cooler und immersiver. Und vor allem, du hast halt die Vorteile, die du am PC hast, durch Maus, genaueres Aiming und so weiter und so fort. Es ist schon cool. Ich glaube, dass das echt Konkurrenz für Sony und Xbox werden könnte.
Oh, another one. Yeah, he really wants to give you a hug.
Okay, come on, Sean. There we go.
Ich denke mal stark, dass an dieses Feature oder für dieses Feature vor allem PlayStation und Xbox nachziehen sollten mit der nächsten Konsolengeneration. Ja, wie gesagt, ich springe jetzt dann einmal ein bisschen weiter Viere, dass wir zum nächsten Segment kommen. Oh, aber das Cutscene schaut übelst geil aus.
Yeah. I'm sure we'll find out more about this interesting alliance.
You can see the battles going on back and forth.
Ooh, straight for the artifact.
You best not miss what come up for Samus. So you can see the artifact now was hit, and it caused it to react to that in a very peculiar way. And that, folks, is
where we'll end it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just to give you a sneak peek. We don't want to ruin the full surprise, but hope that gave you a small taste of what to look for when Metroid Prime 4 Beyond comes out. Well, thanks so
Ja,
much,
wie gesagt,
guys,
schaut nicht schlecht aus. Hypen halt nicht, weil ich in Metroid nicht drin bin.
And hope you
Und
guys
Story
had
und
fun watching
sowas.
that. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Up next is Mario Kart World.
Okay, dann wieder Mario Kart World Segment. Ich glaube, das ist jetzt ein Multiplayer-Segment.
Hi everyone again. My name is Teresa. For those of you just tuning in, this is Nintendo Treehouse Live Nintendo Switch 2. I am joined here by Corey, BK, and Dutch. And we're going to show you a little bit of Mario Kart World, a new mode called Knockout Tour.
Oh, den neuen Knockout-Modus.
Why don't you take us away and explain how we've set
Ich
up
finde,
this
der
match?
neue Pro-Controller schaut cool aus. Aber wenn er mit einem Scaler ein bisschen teuer ist, aber... Ja, wird man sie Dragoner. Schaut vor allem ein bisschen wie der Xbox Elite aus.
Where only one can win at the very end, and you're trying not to be eliminated at each checkpoint. We're in a you'll see this in a moment, but before we jump in, you're saying that we're in a multiplayer kind of lobby here. I've got a coin coffer as my character I've selected.
So
and if I control the camera with the right stick, you can see panning around. We've got BK just really ready to go, jumping around, waiting for the match to start.
Baby Daisy Donuts.
Oh, man kann das jetzt dann sogar auf der Stage driften.
Coin coffer to get him ready, and if I don't have an item and use the Z, I can kind of do a little horn.
Bin mir nicht sicher, ob das bei Mario Kart 8 auch schon gegangen ist. In der
Since I'm
Form.
the host, I'm gonna go ahead and get us started now. And we will be playing, again, like I said, Knockout Tour. We've dialed it up. We're going to be 150cc this time. And we've also turned up calm difficulty to hard if you think we're up for it.
We gotta ramp it up a little bit for Corey and BK. These are no amateurs here.
You guys are pretty good at this. I want to see a challenge.
I'll take the vote of confidence. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I love about this mode. This is my favorite addition here is every single match I've played of this is different because there's so much variation, so much.
Ich finde halt vor allem auch das UI von Mario Kart World ziemlich cool. Oh, und vor allem man kann sogar tatsächlich während sehen die Sachen dann ein bisschen Welt erkunden und sowas. Das ist cool. Das heißt, man hat jetzt nicht einfach so eine langweilige Lobby, wo man einfach nichts machen kann zum Warten, sondern man kann tatsächlich währenddessen auch was machen, wenn der Game Host noch Strecken auswählt oder sowas. Das finde ich cool. Das nächste Mario und Luigi Spiel. Oh. Heute kommt noch ein Part online. Morgen normalerweise auch noch. Ich glaube am Samstag. Samstag, glaube ich. Wenn sie alles ja so ausgeht, wie es aktuell geplant ist, müsste am Samstag Mario und Luigi Partners in Time starten. Falls nicht, kann ich da morgen im nächsten Stream noch was dazu sagen. Aber ich glaube, Samstag müsste es sich ausgehen.
Staying close to the front here early on. But that could change pretty fast.
Da bin ich ja schon sehr gespannt drauf. Kenne ich zwar leider fast komplett auswendig noch das Spiel, weiß ich als Story, also ist absolut nicht blind. Habe ich leider in meiner Kindheit viel zu oft gespielt. Das heißt leider, es ist absolut geiles Spiel, aber ja, wie gesagt, Samstag sollte sich ausgehen, übermorgen dementsprechend.
Just kind of where you're at in your current segment. So we're about 3/4 of the way through our first segment, and since we only need to be 20th or better to move on, not feeling the pressure too much right now since I got 9th, but as you said, Teresa, anything can happen in these matches, so you never get to a point where you're too comfortable.
Like that. Like that giant thunderbolt that just hit.
His lightning strikes always catch him by surprise.
Aber die Effekte vom Blitz und sowas schauen viel cooler aus, finde ich, als in Mario Kart 8.
Getting close to the cutoff checkpoint, but because I'm roughly 9th, I've made it.
We're both very safe.
We both get to continue racing.
So the next conditions now for this segment is you have to place at 16th or better to make it to the next segment.
Oh, there's that. Oh! Everybody wants the crown.
See if I can hold on to this crown for just a minute.
I don't know. Yeah.
Sind das eigentlich nahtlose Übergänge? Ich habe jetzt gar nicht so genau aufgepasst gerade.
So take it easy.
I have to get revenge on Birdo.
Yeah, prioritize revenge at all
We've got a
times.
rivalry going.
Ich meine, an sich, wenn Switch 2 ja 246 GB internen Speicher hat, dürfte das wahrscheinlich irgendwas zumindest in Richtung SSD sein, vermutlich ja NVMe vom Laut her. gehe ich mal schwer davon aus. Ich habe mir jetzt den Specs nicht genau durchgelesen. Dann wäre das theoretischerweise für die Ladezeiten ja auf jeden Fall möglich, das in einem nahtlosen Übergang zu machen. Die Ladezeiten bringst du auf jeden Fall zusammen. Neue Items scheinbar. Ich glaube, das Hammer Bro Item hat in Mario Kart 8 nicht gegeben. Oder geht es mir gern, wenn ich falsch liege, aber ich glaube nicht. Und Eisblume ist sicherlich auch nicht. Ich habe mir davor auch gerade gesehen.
I do enjoy that when you do go over water as well, your vehicle will automatically transform into that hovercraft kind of mode. Oh no. Oh, I somehow.
Und es gibt scheinbar auch keinen Unterwasser-Streckenabschnitte mehr, sondern nur noch Überwasser.
Yep, on BK screen.
First and third place, so
and now on
pretty
Corey's screen.
comfortable.
Yeah.
All right, so we're now in the third segment. So the stakes are getting higher. You're now having to place at 12th or better to make it to the next round.
Das ist cool.
Keep it going, keep it going. Some of my favorite things about this as well is all this different road traffic you're encountering.
Oh yeah.
As you work your way through here.
Yeah, keep talking while you're up there in first.
You can see on BK's screen he has 20 coins, so that's optimized to speed.
I don't know. You need
on 17 coins, so
you're making a target here, Teresa. I don't know. You keep putting these things out.
What?
Yeah, I actually don't mind being
Wie lange dauert das Segment eigentlich?
safe right now.
It is pretty safe because BK is playing a risky game.
Okay, das
that
ist
he can get taken out by a spiky
Lang-Segment.
shell.
Und danach kommt dann
I just love how smooth this is.
Tech-Demo.
Alright.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really nice.
Got some flying action.
Drive through all these different environments, see so much variety going on in the world of Mario.
Yeah, I'm loving the maple trees. They're very pretty.
Coming up on the last couple curves here, a little hairpin curve here. BK.
Oh, that's gonna make visibility a little difficult for BK.
Oh no!
I had some takoyaki. I didn't get to eat
Quick takoyaki.
I didn't get to eat it. Coin coffer, got 20 coins.
All right, so we're sitting at first and second.
You got a nice, comfy lead up
Oh
there.
yeah, so now that we're in the next segment,
Let me enjoy
we're
one
like,
last Corey.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're gonna enjoy something coming in.
Oh no!
oh no.
A gift from Birdo.
Oh,
No, thank you.
I don't know.
No, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh.
You can't feather your way out of that one.
Took a little dunk there.
Oh, all right.
Oh, you're coming up behind me. Oh no.
Oh yeah, that gave Corey a little bit of more time to catch up with BK, but we'll see what happens. We still have a couple more segments, so with the
Vor allem
fourth
beim
one, they're
Splitscreen
having
läuft
to
das
place at 8th
Spiel
or better.
ziemlich
So you guys
flüssig.
are doing pretty good so far.
Also ich bin mir zumindest fast sicher,
Get
dass das
taken
ein
out by
Splitscreen-Mode
the other
ist.
players.
Yeah, you're both kind of out of the pack right now, but
Yeah.
no, that's not a permanent state. So
But if we're looking at the little mini map on the right side of the screen, you can see they're catching
Außer sie
up.
hätten vorne 2 Fernseher stehen.
Yeah, you got a nice little
Weiß ich
lead
jetzt
again
nicht.
Passing all these toads and sedans.
Kann aber schon aus Splitscreen-Mode
They're just on their
sein.
morning commute. They have no
Sunday
idea what's
drivers.
going on.
And now they're throwing bullet bills at you.
Ah.
Fireballs.
Nice.
It's just typical road traffic in the mushroom.
It's very
they're
busy.
coming up on the checkpoint. Top
love-
8 make
yeah.
it through. Pretty comfortable first and
Yeah, the
second.
border is really helpful there to just know you're getting closer.
All right, 5th segment. So now you're needing to place at 4th or better. That's
Starts getting
pretty
really
challenging.
tough.
Yep.
I think I see you right up there weaving in
No,
and
you don't.
out.
No, you
Yeah.
don't. No, you don't. You're fine. Mind your business, Corey.
Yeah.
I'm loving
Oh,
the
no.
cherry blossoms because it is very on point for the season as we're going into spring.
That is true.
Whoa.
All right.
And BK just clipped that car. You can see it's not an automatic
Oh, no.
wipeout if you touch the cars. You know, you might get knocked up a little bit. You might go up on 2 wheels. You might kind of stumble and flip around. But sometimes even when you crash, you can maintain a little bit of your momentum. Oh, that was a nice move.
Didn't use their turn signal. I think that was their fault. I'm pretty sure that
Better item here.
Okay, also
There's
wenn
some
man Autos
offensive
hittet,
firepower.
scheinbar ist ein Instant
Nice
Crash.
dodge there, BK.
Thank you. I don't recommend trying
Das
this
ist
at
auch
home.
cool.
Oh, there you go.
Oh,
up
yeah.
on 2 wheels
Bietet
there.
einige neue Möglichkeiten tatsächlich.
I know, you've had that crown for a
No.
long time here, BK. Is that getting kind of heavy?
It's a big,
you said that.
big responsibility. Oh no. Oh no.
I'll take it.
Gosh.
I will take it.
But it looks so good. Oh, no!
Wow, Corey.
It's all right.
Ruthless.
Mhm. Und
I
das
want it back.
We're
letzte
back to the final
Streckensegment.
segment now.
Want it back, Corey. Give it back, Corey.
All right.
I mean, you can't deny that coin coffer looks pretty amazing with the crown.
You know what? It does kind of make the coin coffer, having the crown on his head there.
I mean, it's in the name, so it's got a lot of bling. Need all the treasure.
Oh, no! Oh, somebody cut across the grass.
wow.
Who was this? Now I have a rival.
So now the rules are simple.
Oh,
In
no.
this last segment, you just got to aim for first. So let's see who.
Ooh, look out. Heads up.
Oh,
Fine.
no, Corey.
Totally fine. Oh, it's not for me. I still got my
not
super
for you.
I think
horn.
they fell down there, too. Oh, no.
Oh.
I'm just holding on to my super horn over
Corey
here.
is strategically sandbagging it to avoid that spiny shape.
I want to say I totally did that right now. Yeah,
Corey, I
I
appreciate
wish.
you broadcasting what you have equipped right now. It's going to help me out a lot.
Oh, okay.
Oh, boy.
Okay, he's starting to close the gap here.
I'm trying.
Coin shell coming.
We'll do our best
BK's
here.
sitting at 15 coins. He's got the coin disadvantage
Yeah,
right now.
you probably want a few more.
Corey's got a full
More
20.
Just to build up your
More
speed a
coin.
little.
Hey.
More coin.
Oh.
You know what?
Nicely
Well
done,
raced, Corey. Well raced.
So we were playing here with what? Two humans. We were playing against 22 CPU. Of course, you can play Knockout Tour online as well, so everyone would be a human player. But it is nice going up against some hard CPU as well.
Yeah.
I can only imagine that chaos.
Was
though,
mich
of,
jetzt
like,
nach wie vor
24
interessieren, da das, ob es
players
endlich dedizierte
throwing
Server haben oder
items
immer noch
at each other.
I think we
Peer-to-Peer
got
im
pretty lucky
Online-Gaming.
given the item distribution on this one. It gets much more
Da haben
chaotic
sie, glaube ich,
than
nach wie
what,
vor nichts
some of
dazu
the
gesagt.
CPUs get equipped with, what some of the other human
Ich
players get
hoffe
equipped
auf
Ja.
vernünftige Serverarchitektur. Nintendo, bitte. Das
Cool.
Peer-to-Peer-Gaming, das ist
That's
einfach
all
nur
we have
grausam.
for, this segment,
Das
but,
laggt darum wie
don't go
sonst noch
anywhere,
was,
stay tuned.
meistens.
Up next is Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
We could just keep playing, right? Forever?
Let's do it.
Whatever.
You want a
Oh.
rematch?
Is that
Yes.
where-
Oh, yeah. Right
Can
now.
I, can I
Absolutely
get
right
a
now.
The
control?
crown
I
stays
wanna
here.
play. I want to play.
Okay. Dann gehen wir zum nächsten Segment.
Hi again, everyone. This is Nintendo Treehouse Live, Nintendo Switch 2. For those just joining in, my name is Teresa. I'm joined here by Dutch and Sam, and we're here to show a really exciting experience that is called Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. So I'm going to punt it off to Dutch so he can kind of walk us through what's going on so far.
All right, let's hop into it. I'll take a look here. So we can see we're just kind of dropped in here on this enormous Joy-Con 2.
And you just picked your avatar, so
I did,
we're
yeah. So I
just
got
dropping
my
in.
avatar here. And I actually can't tell. I haven't decided if like I'm tiny or if the system
Right.
is huge. I don't know. I can't really tell. So we can kind of walk around on the surface and see these signboards. It's set up kind of like almost like a tech expo or something. We got all these friendly people here ready to tell us all about the new hardware, give us all this information. All the parts are labeled with these little signboards, so we can kind of explore around and see all the buttons. And pretty much every single piece of the entire hardware is labeled with these boards, like even pieces that you might not even think about or realize are there. So it's kind of fun to wander around. Some
Yeah,
of them
so
have
this
little
is new.
notes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so here we see the mouse feed.
Okay.
So we saw in the direct and some of the segments so far that both of the Joy-Con 2 controllers can be used as a mouse. So they have the mouse feet there to kind of like glide along the surfaces. And then over here, this is where the mouse sensor is.
Mhm.
So it says these sensors check the surface they're on to work out how they're moved. So that's where all that mouse technology is located.
There's
This
a
is
lot of new stuff to get acquainted with here.
There
Yeah.
is. Yeah, and we got the, let's hop over here to this, because this is the SL and the SR buttons right here. So those are kind of redesigned. They've got a different shape and feel to them compared to the Switch console.
Ja, die haben jetzt
But
vor
as
allem
Dutch was
größer.
mentioning,
Das
this
finde ich auch
feels
sehr
very
gut, weil
much
das ist
like an
manchmal echt
expo, so it's really a
nicht geil,
great
mit denen zum Spielen.
piece of an experience where you can really see,
Ja, hilft da
learn,
die
explore
Handgelenksschlaufen
more,
nicht voll,
especially for
dass
somebody
das
that,
besseres
you know,
Experience wird mit
new
denen zum
piece of
Spielen.
technology or
Leider.
hardware
Der
that
Button
you're
ist
not
einfach
quite
viel zu
sure or
blau.
really familiar about. This is a great interactive way for you to experience it, especially like some of these things that we're going to see a little bit later. You really want to have your own personal experience to really get an appreciation of what you're going to see and feel.
And part of that is that here we see one of the components is the quiz kiosks here. And that is really like a rare look kind of behind the curtain about how this system was built, how the hardware is built, and some of the design decisions that went into it.
Yeah.
So this is a good spot to learn about this. So this one's about the HD Rumble 2 function.
And for those of you at home, pay attention. There might be a pop quiz later.
All right, so again, we have a little diagram here, a little animation showing us these specific spots on the Joy-Con 2 controller and the Nintendo Switch 2 Pro controller. And this is where the HD Rumble 2 components are located. So we get a little cutaway diagram here. You can see those orange rectangles there. And it tells us that these are custom built from the ground up. So this is not the same Rumble hardware that was in the Switch console. So they're in both controllers, and they had to go do like a full customization.
It's really interesting to see that diagram too, because where they are positioned specifically in the Joy-Con 2 as well as the Pro Controller 2, it's right in the palm of your hands.
That's right.
We'll talk a little bit more about that too.
And we see that we use magnets and electromagnets to shift a weight, and that's how the rumble function is created. So this is an example of one of the older rumble functions in older Nintendo controllers. So you have a little axis there with a weight spinning around on it. But here with the HD Rumble 2, it's not spinning, it's vibrating side to side at a high speed. So it's like a different system that they're using for the HD Rumble 2 function.
That linear motion.
Exactly.
Das ist, glaube ich, sogar verschleißärmer.
Kind of technology that you used to make trains levitate and allow them to move at high speeds. So moving it sideways makes it easier to rumble in various ways, and you can really feel that with the hardware. We'll get into that a little bit later. Let's see how that comes across. Let's go over here, see a little bit more. So it has a range of intensity, so it can be weak, like a gentle touch, or much stronger. And at the maximum strength, the sensation will be much stronger than the HD Rumble on Nintendo Switch. And I can attest to that, you know, having these in my hands right now. At the peak, it is a lot more intense than on the Switch system.
It feels very satisfying.
It does. It does. But, you know, it's not going to be at that full intensity the whole time you're playing a game. It's, you know, they'll save that maximum intensity for certain moments where it makes sense. All right, so it's weak or strong, and the maximum power won't be constant.
So you get that variation, which is going to be, you know, very interesting, especially on how different experiences or games apply and use the HD Rumble 2 and how you can, you know, get that experience.
And this part is telling us about where they're located. So you can see that orange rectangle down there at the bottom. And they've been designed to transmit the sensation directly, no matter how you're holding them. I think this is interesting. We get a little like blown out view of the different components of the controller. And they've located it in the spot, on that spot on the back, on that last piece on the right. And that's because that's the part that has the most contact with your hand while you're holding the system. So you can kind of see right down here.
Yeah, it's really thoughtfully designed where like the bulk of your hand contacts the controller. And these are those little design insights that you don't always get to see with Nintendo products.
Exactly.
Outside of something like an Ask the Developer article where you get a little bit more of the designer's thinking, there's a lot of that featured in Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour.
Yeah.
All right, so let's make our way down here. We're going to go to this little cube over here, cube, little 01 on it.
Gibt's also sogar so
this person.
Demo-Games scheinbar.
And they're going to tell us this is a tech demo. So this isn't really like a mini game per se, but we'll jump in here. This is going to be about that HD Rumble 2 function. So we're going to see what it's capable of and what it's like.
For those of you at home, what you'll see is what we're seeing, but Dutch here is actually able to feel the experience of the HD Rumble 2. So again, just to reinforce that, you really need to get hands-on to really get the full experience.
Yeah, we could try and communicate the feeling as best we can, but really this is something you got to get in your hands.
Yeah.
All right, so we see we've got our little checklist of things that we can do on the side, or on the right side. And if we check off everything on that list, then we'll get a medal. That's a little silhouette there. And then we can use that to unlock other parts of the game. So let's hop in. So I've got my maracas here. Can kind of shake them around. And right now, you know, obviously you're watching us, so you don't have them in your hands, but I'll try to describe it for you. So we've got kind of like a light it feels like there's like tiny, like plasticky things inside. It's like kind of a dry feeling, I guess, if that
You
makes
could
sense.
actually feel the beads that we're seeing on screen.
Yeah, I can feel it. And then let's see. So we've got, we see on the bottom, we can change from beads to a rubber ball. So I'm going to change that on the left one. And like, you can feel it bounce around. And I know, I know it doesn't make sense to say this, but it feels heavier. Like, obviously pushing the button doesn't make the controller heavier, but like when I bounce it side to side, it feels like the bouncing is like stiffer and like maybe a little, it feels like bouncy.
Yeah.
It feels like it's made of rubber.
But I think, you know, in the right Joy-Con there, you can feel that there are many individual objects in there,
Yes.
all bouncing around, and you get a sense of the texture of that. Like you were saying, they feel kind of hard, right? Whereas in the left Joy-Con, you can feel that it's made of rubber. It's got a bounce to it.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, and then let's see, I'll change it back to this, and then so the last thing on our list is to change the appearance. And I'll change that one.
Like a very festive here. Nice. Getting the rhythm of things. Yeah.
Alright.
Okay, also für Tech-Demo ist
So we
es
got our medal, we
tatsächlich ziemlich
finished
cool.
everything on our checklist, so let's go ahead and hop
Ich
out
denke mir, das werden wir
here.
uns auf jeden Fall in einem Stream oder sowas anschauen.
And let's go over here. Oh, okay, so we see, I can just open that back up again so we can take a look. We got this kid here who wants to tell us about his 10 medals. That's good for him. All right.
Bragging rights there.
So I'll open this up here. So we can see up at the top, we're in the tech demo section. So we did this one. We've got our medal for it here.
So right now you're exploring the left Joy-Con too.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, all of this is on the left Joy-Con too. Let's go around here and talk to this person who wants to tell us about the HD Rumble 2 function. So this is a mini game. So we just saw a tech demo before. This one is an actual mini game. And
Okay,
we're
also
going
es
to
gibt
try
Minigames.
to use the
Das ist
HD
cool.
Rumble 2 function to find a single point on the screen. So let's see. So this one also uses the mouse control. So I'm just going to put the Joy-Con 2 controller flat down on the surface, and I'm going to click it to get started. All right, so we see the orange dot in the middle there. And my job here is to move this orange dot along a single line here. And as I got close to the hidden point here, I'm going to start feeling the vibration in the controller. So I'm starting to get it. Over here on this side, I've got nothing. There's nothing over there. I'm going to move it this way. It's starting to get a little bit stronger. It's kind of like a pulsing, kind of like a dun, 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 dun. And as I get closer, the speed doesn't change. It's just the intensity of the rumble. So
you're trying to find the point where you feel the strongest rumble.
yeah, so I think it's starting to fade off on this side. It gets pretty strong right in here, and then it's starting to fade off a little bit on this side. I'm going to go right here.
Oh,
All right, that's okay.
Okay, das ist
bad.
actually gar nicht so weit weg dann.
Not good enough for a medal, though. So I'm going to try it again.
Try again.
You could see those measurement markers on the top and bottom of the screen, and that gives you an indication of just how close and how precise you can get with this.
It's almost like trying to find the right radio signal.
Right.
And I should say, too, it's not like it's like a gradient. Like, I can't really distinguish, like, oh, yeah, this is level 1 vibration, this is level 2. It's, like, very gradual. And I'm feeling like right in here, maybe. Yeah, I'm going to say right here on this little intersection right here.
Ooh,
nice.
that's very close.
Okay,
Oh.
das ist nearly
Nicely done,
exakt.
I'll give me
Very
2 medals.
good. Very good.
All right, so let's go ahead and back out of here. So that's just one example of a mini game.
One thing I didn't think about until a lot later is that a lot of people are familiar with using a mouse on a computer, right? But you don't have rumble in your mouse on a computer.
Das
It's
ist
like-
richtig.
Yeah.
So like the sensation of using a mouse with rumble in it is very different than using just a traditional computer mouse.
Yeah, it kind of opens up a whole new
Ich
like
bin schon
type
wieder
of input that you
extrem
can use
nearheit,
when
ich
you're
weiß
using
nicht
mouse
warum,
controls.
definitiv.
Yeah.
Naja.
So we see here we've opened up another level of difficulty for this minigame, but we need 8 medals to access it. And we can see in the upper left-hand corner, we only have 3, so we can't go to that one right now. But
The experience definitely encourages you to keep exploring and then come back and see what's opened up.
yeah,
And you can see by the medal counts that there's a lot to explore.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so here's another mini game that focuses on the mouse controls. I'm going to hop in here, and this one is all about dodging the spiked balls. I'm going to take the left one off because this gets pretty intense here.
Okay, die Welcome-Tour
All right,
dauert
so let's
tatsächlich ziemlich
start.
lang.
This one starts off in survival mode. So I'm basically
Okay,
just trying
und
to
danach kommt
dodge the
dieses
spike balls for as long as I can.
Wheelchair
mouse control, so I just set
Basketball-Ding.
the Joy-Con 2 controller down on the table and hop in. So I've got my little spaceship here, and I'm just flying this spaceship around with my mouse controls, and I just got to stay out of the way. It's easy, right?
Oh, well, let's see, Dutch.
Und ich bin mir jetzt gerade gar nicht sicher, bis wann ist denn eigentlich das
So
Treehouse
the
halt
longer you
abgesetzt?
survive, the more intense it seems to be getting. But also, they don't let you get too comfortable.
Oh.
All right.
They don't let you get too
good
comfortable in any one place. If
Yeah.
you stay in the same place for too long, the spike balls will start hunting you down.
Yeah, it's almost like they're
auf
magnetized
X haben
towards
sie
you
das,
and
glaube
they
ich,
just want to end
gepostet
you.
gehabt, oder?
That's how it feels, so I'm glad that you justified my feelings by pointing that out. So. Hello. Okay. Oh, boy.
I believe in you,
Nice.
Dutch. You got this.
Whoa.
You've already beaten your previous time.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
all right. We'll get
To
the
the
green
goal.
now.
Now they're starting to
Oh,
yeah.
green ones.
So
my
the
goodness,
longer
why did I
that
go
you
right? Why did I go
survive, the
right?
more obstacles get added. So
Outta
the
here.
challenge keeps
Get
going.
out of here. Get out.
Nice work, nice work.
I mean, it is really responsive. So, like, you can kind of, you can get yourself out of some pretty sticky situations here. Whoa.
Serpentine, serpentine.
All right. Oh,
Nice work.
oh the red
Okay,
ones.
yeah,
The red
now-
ones.
Oh, so now we got
now
the
we're
red.
already
Oh no! Oh, but you did it! You got
Hey,
all
all
three.
right.
Nicely
all right, we got 3
done.
medals. Whew, I'm sweating. All right. All right. Well, that's that's a little taste of it here. So then let's take a look. So we got those 3 medals. So now we have 5 medals total.
We've got 6.
Oh, 6? Oh,
Yeah.
okay. 6. All right.
Still
well,
not
he says
enough
he has
to get-
15. So all right, let's go.
He keeps hunting you down
know,
just to
he's
brag
he's
how
got-
many medals he has.
Yeah.
Ich versuche das gerade schnell
all right, so we have
herauszufinden.
enough medals now to access the next level of difficulty here that unlocks with 2 medals. So it's the same concept. I'm going to be flying my little UFO around, but instead of just survival this time, the objective is to pick up as many stars as I can. So let's
bis um
jump in
8.
here. So we can see
Ja, dann
over
haben wir noch
here,
einiges vor uns.
For 1 medal, we've gone for 20. For 2 medals, we got to get 40. So let's see what we can do.
1,5 Stunden noch.
Thank you.
I believe in you. You just got warmed up in the last round.
Yeah. You gotta get these first ones, so that's the low-hanging fruit here.
Okay, das schaut aber auch cool aus, das
But then
Minigame.
eventually, you gotta kind of risk it a little bit to pick up some of these other ones.
Yeah, sometimes these stars will appear right on top of
Oh
the
my
spike ball, and it's pretty precise. You can get just into the corner of it and collect the star without hitting the spike ball.
But it's a little bit of strategy too, because sometimes it's just not worth it. Just go for the other one.
Okay. Oh, you get those
But
three?
the
Oh my
longer
goodness.
the
Oh my
longer you
goodness.
stick
Oh my
around, the
goodness.
progressively more difficult it
Oh my
gets.
Okay, das schaut in der Tat ziemlich komplex aus, wenn du länger überlebst.
That got
Hey,
hard.
41,
Hey, we
alright.
got
Work,
both
got
of
that.
them. Nice.
All right.
Okay.
Oh man, that's intense. Well, I
funny.
can sit here playing this one all day, and I have before, but
Yeah, they're like arcade experiences where you just want to keep playing and get a higher and higher score.
Yeah.
And for this one, you were using just one mouse.
Yeah.
But later, these mini games get progressively more difficult, and later they introduce using 2 at the same time, and that broke my brain when I had to do it for the first time. Because like you're used to using a computer mouse, right, with your dominant hand, but when you have to use 2 at the same time, there's something happens.
It's a test of eye-hand coordination at maximum.
And we did unlock another level of difficulty there, but we need 29 medals for that one. We're not even close. So let's go ahead and come over here, and we're going to make our way to Area B.
Switch
and this
saber.
person's going to check and make sure that we've got all our stamps. You get the stamps from finding the hidden signboards.
Right, and I should mention that we're coming into this segment with some pre-existing save data, where a lot of that stuff had already been collected. A lot of those stamps had already been collected. When you experience the game for yourself, you'll need to do all that on your own.
Correct.
So but we're starting fresh here. So all the signboards are hidden. We got to go looking for them. So we can find maybe something down here. We can see the air intake on the lower left over here. Get my stamp here. There's a nice little satisfying vibration.
Ah, okay, die haben
effect
quasi
there.
versteckt und man musste
Oh, that's a
tatsächlich
good one.
suchen.
A nice little
Okay.
personal ice skating ring.
let's make our way over to the
Ist
other
aber,
side
finde ich, cool.
Because I do want to take a peek. Let's come over here. We'll take a
Da
look at
müssen
the
wir
map.
das tatsächlich erkunden.
So we'll open this up and you can get an overview. So on the map menu, on the left side, we've got all the stamps. So over here, we can see all the ones that are unlocked on the left Joy-Con 2 controller where we were.
And you can get a little bit of an idea of just how much there is to do here.
Right.
Yeah. The tech demos, this is the one we saw. We got a couple on this map that we can see in this area. The mini games that we saw with the dodging the spike balls and everything. And then over here, these are the insights. So that's the signboards where we learned about the HD Rumble 2. And then this is the map of each area. So the left Joy-Con 2, and then this is the main console area right here.
Yeah, there's a huge checklist of items to go and explore, but
Denke
also
mal, dass wir
for
das
those
in
that are
einem
completionists,
Stream dann
like
auch
myself,
auf
I'm
100% sowas
definitely gonna
durchsuchten
go
werden.
through, try to get all of
Oder
those
vielleicht ein,
checked
2 oder
out.
3 Streams. Ich habe keine Ahnung, wie umfangreich
Yeah,
das
the
Spiel dann
microphone.
tatsächlich ist.
Built-in microphone right here, and it has
Werden
some,
wir aber dann schon
like,
herausfinden.
noise-canceling features here.
And so right now, we're just scratching the surface. We're just exploring on the top level, but at some point, you'll also be able to explore inside as well, because you could see that elevator on the side.
And then one other nice feature of the hardware here is this USB port, the USB Type-C connector on the top of the system, so you can use that to charge the system when you're playing in tabletop mode, or to connect other accessories and stuff. So it's nice to have that second port on the top of the system. But now let's make our way over here to this tech demo. We're going to take another look. This is a fun one because we've talked about how this system is capable of outputting 4K resolution images. And this is a fun tech demo for kind of showing, like maybe thinking about what that means in a different way. It's like a novel way of showcasing what 4K is. Because you can look at like a beautiful high resolution image and it looks nice.
Yeah.
But what if you took something really familiar for a lot of us, like World 1-1 from the Super Mario Bros. Game for NES, and what if you mapped that entire level onto a 4K screen, pixel for pixel, like map the whole thing on? What would that look like?
I should mention we are streaming this in 4K, so if you can, please watch this on a 4K display. There are a lot of small details that you won't be able to
4K-Display habe ich leider
appreciate
keins am
without watching
PC.
on a 4K display. And as this particular experience is specifically centers on
Mir
the
gelangt
4K
aber
output of
1080p, wenn
Nintendo
ich bin
2,
genauer so für seine Streams.
to enjoy this experience, you will
4K
need to
frisst
have
mir
a
sonst
4K
sowieso meine
display
Bandbreiten zusammen.
in order to play this.
Also
That
wenn
being
ich
said, there's still a lot of experiences
stream
that you
und
can play without a 4K,
Most
but
all of the experiences, you can play without a 4K display.
re-upload,
Okay, so here
restreamen
we are.
quasi.
so
Sagt euch.
tiny.
I honestly have trouble seeing this.
Whoa.
So yeah, so the pixel resolution of the original
Holy
NES
shit.
system was 256 pixels wide on the display. So what would that look like if you mapped the original art that was drawn for Super Mario Brothers to a 4K display without scaling it? And 4K resolution is 3,840 pixels wide. So you can see as Dutch is progressing in the stage, it's the play field is widening there,
Holy
and
shit.
we can fit, the entirety of Super Mario Brothers World 1-1 on one screen.
I'm like
Yeah.
squinting right now to see it. It's so tiny.
It is both an impressive feat to see this entire level mapped out on the screen, but also impressive to see Dutch able to complete it.
Well, don't jinx me.
I'm trying not to.
It is
It's
remarkably-
words of encouragement.
It is remarkably small, but this just goes to show how many pixels 4K represents.
Yeah, we've come a long way
Sure.
since the NES.
Yeah.
So you can see the entire level
This is
fits
so
on a
crazy.
single screen at 4K. All right, so we
Nice
got our
work.
checklist. We didn't finish all the things on our checklist, but that's okay. We didn't get our medal. I'm just gonna have to live with that.
That's for the
now.
folks at home to experience it once they get a chance
Aber
to.
es ist auf jeden Fall
All right, so let's
ziemlich
see,
cool.
What else do we want to take a look at here? Maybe.
Also die Tech-Demos gefallen mir
This
sehr
is,
gut
this is another fun
tatsächlich.
experience here.
Es
That's a,
ist
that's
mir
a
irgendwie
frame
auf
rate
der
minigame.
Switch
yeah, you can see
abgegangen,
the-
so
Yeah, you can see the
gesehen.
ball changing
Klar,
its
man hat
frame
sowas
rate.
wie One-to-Switch gehabt,
All right,
was
but
so
we
eine Art
have,
Tech-Demo
some homework
war,
to do,
aber
some assignments. So let's go
auch
ahead
nicht so direkt.
and make our way back to the quiz. Teresa did kind of half promise us a quiz at the end.
I want
so-
that quiz.
So we're going to come back here to our original quiz kiosk and talk to this person. And they're going to give us a quiz about the insights that we saw earlier about the HD Rumble 2 function. All right, question number 1. Which part of the console is shown in the image? So we saw earlier, it is not HD Rumble, it is HD Rumble 2.
That's right, because HD Rumble was part of the Nintendo Switch, but since we are talking about the Nintendo Switch 2, it is HD Rumble 2.
So how does the weight used for the HD Rumble 2 feature move? It spins around, shakes from side to side, it shakes up and down, or it stretches and shrinks. We saw in the original, like the older hardware, it would spin around on kind of an axis.
Yeah, think about how the Rumble on like a Nintendo GameCube controller worked. That was the more the spinning style.
But this one, we saw in this little animation here, it shakes from side to side on kind of like that coil, like a weight on a coil. Question the 3rd. Which of the following is true of the strength of the HD Rumble feature? It's
like
always
these questions
strong.
are royalty. The 3rd.
It's always weak, or it can be either strong or weak.
Well, if you remember from the experience that you did earlier where you were kind of sweeping the frequency, it increased or decreased in intensity the closer or the further away you got from the point.
That's funny. It never occurred to me to do this with the mouse controls, but there you go. All right.
There you go.
But yeah, that will allow for variation in your experience.
Yeah.
All right, I can do mouse controls for this one too. All right, in the Joy-Con 2 controllers, what are the HD Rumble 2 parts attached to? The plastic on the front, number 1, the middle part, number 2, or the plastic on the back, or they're not attached to anything.
They're just hovering in space.
They're just loose in there.
Yeah,
we remember we saw this is number 3. It's kind of on this little
waffly area down there.
Waffle. I think that's the technical term. The
yes,
waffle
the waffle area.
And it's located there because that's the part that has the most contact with your hand where it's going to be held. So that's where you're going to feel it the most. So we're going to say 3, plastic on the back. Let's see how we did.
Ja, fett, glaube ich, äußere Stimme.
Hey,
we did it.
100%.
I kept the iceberg there a little bit.
All right. And so just to recap really quick, we saw some insights here that are associated with the quiz. Those are spread all over the hardware. We saw a tech demo with the maracas that highlighted the HD Rumble 2 feature. We saw some mini games that use the mouse controls and the HD Rumble. And there's a lot more content all over the map. You know, we saw this this map here where you can see all the different spots that there are to explore. So there's a lot more that we didn't see, and you can kind of see the the completion percentage for each section. So we're just scratching the surface here.
Exactly, because again, like there's so much more to explore. There's so much more to just
Das Accessory hat man noch nicht gesehen gehabt, was man da jetzt an leicht gesehen hat.
Even more, as Sam mentioned, it's
Gibt's
like you get
wieder
to get
so
those
wie
insights
für
in the palm of your hand,
Wii so
literally,
Wii
you might
Wheel.
think that you know everything there
Also
is to
vernünftig's
know
dann
about
hoffentlich
Nintendo
für Mario
Switch 2,
Kart.
because it looks so familiar to Nintendo Switch, but
Das war ja fast sogar
even
geil.
things that existed on Nintendo Switch, like HD Rumble, have been redesigned for Nintendo Switch 2. So there's a lot of new stuff to learn.
Yeah, for sure. Well, thank you again, guys, so much for walking us through. And thanks, everyone, for tuning in at home, getting a little bit of the experience of Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour. Next up is Drag and Drive. This segment has been recorded previously, but we're going to air it to you live. So just stay tuned.
Okay. Dann, da ich sagen, gehe ich mir ganz kurz auf die Toilette und haben wir mal was zum Trinken, weil erstens mit Gärschen, ich habe nichts mehr da. Stehen zwar irgendwie 4 leere Flaschen, aber ich habe nichts zum Trinken da. Schlau. Ja, ich lasse dabei den Will Be Right Backscreen da und ich glaube auch, dass wir uns dieses Wheelchair-Basketballspiel nicht komplett anschauen, das Segment, weil so gehypt hat mir das Spiel ehrlich gesagt nicht. Aber wie gesagt, ich bin sofort wieder da. Bis gleich.
Thank you for watching Nintendo Treehouse Live with Nintendo Switch 2. My name is Corey. I am here with Dutch, Teresa, Demetrius, Kay, and Chiwu. Today, we'd like to show off a brand new game we just announced called Drag and Drive. In this game, this is a brand new 3v3 sport where you're gonna be shooting, driving, and doing tricks, all while using dual motion controls with the
Shit, der ist das
dual
nächste
mouse
Segment
controls,
schon.
excuse me, with the Joy-Con 2 controllers
So,
as
okay,
well
also
as
ich bin
motion
wieder da.
controls. So before we get
Segment
into this
scheinbar
3-on-3
ist
sport,
auch schon
let's show
gegangen.
off a little bit of what I mean about these dual mouse controls. So I'm gonna go
Dann
through the
gehen wir nochmal
tutorial
ganz kurz ein
here.
bisschen
So,
zurück.
here with Dutch, Teresa, Dutch 2.
Okay. So, hier ungefähr. Wir müssen dann kurz mehr Flaschen aufmachen dafür.
Thank you for watching Nintendo Treehouse Live with Nintendo Switch 2. My name is Corey. I am here with Dutch, Teresa, Demetrius, Kay, and Chiwu. Today, we'd like to show off a brand new game we just announced called Drag and Drive.
Okay,
In this
gut.
game, this is a brand new 3v3 sport where you're gonna be shooting, driving, and doing tricks, all while using
Vernünftig wieder
dual motion
hersitzen.
controls with the dual mouse controls, excuse me, with the Joy-Con 2 controllers as well as motion controls. So before we get into this 3-on-3 sport, let's show off a little bit of what I mean about these dual mouse controls. So I'm going to go through the tutorial here. So we'll start by pressing L and R on my Joy-Con 2 controllers. And you'll see that we've got these mouse pads here today, and we've got a flat surface. So I'm going to be holding each Joy-Con 2 controller like a mouse face down on the flat surface. And I can slide my right hand forward as if it's a mouse to move my wheel forward, or my left hand forward to spin the left tire. So now I'm kind of being put on the ground here, you're seeing, and now if I slide my Joy-Con 2 controller forward, you'll see my character turn to the left. Likewise, a left Joy-Con forward will move my character to the
Scheint
left.
tatsächlich ja
And
ziemlich
as
gut
you'd
zum
expect,
Funktionieren, der
both
Controls.
Joy-Con moving forward, my character is straight. You may recognize too that my Joy-Con 2 controllers today are wired. That's just because we're here at this event. The Joy-Con 2 controllers at home, of course, will be wireless.
Okay. Ja, werden wahrscheinlich dann klonen werden
So
auf
we are
dem
just
Event.
learning the basics here in this tutorial at the event, but we're gonna show off a few more basics before we get into the 3v3. So next up, we've got brakes. Brakes, very important to turn on a dime. So with the ZL and ZR buttons, you can press those with the left and right index finger to brake. So ZR to turn right. Likewise, if you need to brake kind of suddenly straight, you can hold both ZL and ZR at the same time to hit both brakes. We're in this tutorial here. It's also letting us do a little bit of free tutorialization here while it's teaching us the moves. I'm playing on a flat surface, but if I wanted to, I could also play on my pant legs for an alternate control scheme. Next up, we've got lights on the back of your character. So as you can read there, they're gonna light up when you hit your top speed. So it kind of starts out with nothing, and then as you move forward, you're gonna see that flash. And long slides forward with each Joy-Con are really the way to play this game, especially on those straightaways to get good speed.
But as you get used to it as well, you'll want to like slightly adjust which of your hands you want to move, so you can make those kind of very slight adjustments.
Ja, es schaut schon tatsächlich ganz cool aus, das Spiel, muss ich sagen.
And as you're
Glaubt
moving
zwar nicht, dass
forward,
es springen wird.
the rumble will kind of activate to kind of give that sort of
Ja, so extrem catcht es mir jetzt nicht, dass ich da dafür aktiv Geld ausgeben möchte, sage ich euch ganz ehrlich.
100%. It's pretty satisfying and obviously difficult to come up with the stream for viewers watching at home.
Ist
but I love
schon relativ cool, muss ich sagen.
you are sliding the Joy-Con 2 across the surface. So this part of the tutorial is just asking me to hit some checkpoints just to ensure I kind of learn the basics of mobility with turns.
those very minute adjustments will help.
So again, those long strides with both Joy-Con forward. All right. So this game does feature a basketball. We are going to be shooting and scoring in this game. So when you reach up the basketball, you'll automatically pick it up once you reach it. And if you've got the ball and you're near a teammate, with your left and right pointer fingers, you can push the L and R button simultaneously past your teammate. And then if you are on defense, riding up and hitting a player from the front, you'll dislodge the ball to kind of create that loose ball so you can then go steal the ball. Importantly, you do need to hit them from the front. And because you've got a basketball, this is where the motion control comes in, where a natural shooting motion with your hand will shoot the ball.
Okay. Also das ist tatsächlich nicht einfach so irgendwie gecaptured mit der Motion, sondern sie capturen scheinbar tatsächlich das Motion von der Hand oder von den Joy-Cons und mappen es dann auf die Handbewegung. Das ist cool. Das sind nette kleine Details, muss ich sagen. Die gefallen mir. Okay, ich bin jetzt tatsächlich noch so ein Spiel. Ja, aber gesagt, die ganze Präsentation davon wollen wir uns nicht anschauen.
It's actually not as difficult when you don't have opponents and defenders going for the ball.
But to that point, this is a 3-on-3 online game, but you can play and practice with CPU.
That's right. So we've got some bots here that it's highlighting, so you can practice against those bots if you're trying to get your skills up for the online play, whether against friends or random matchmaking. And you can see that we're going to be driving towards the red basket. You can't hold the ball forever, so no ball hogging. Each team on offense will have 14 seconds to shoot the ball, or else they'll lose possession. And as a kind of nice thing, you're always going to have an indicator letting you know where the ball is on the court, whether it's neutral or whether the opponent or your teammate has the ball. So with that said, we are almost ready for a match here. We've gone through some of the basic mechanics. You might see some advanced maneuvers while we play, but for now, we'll just jump in and get the match started. So on team B, which will be our team, it's going to be myself, Dutch, Teresa, and Demetrius, K, and Chiwu will be representing the other guys. Boo.
Dieser Teamgeist.
And you can see we're all hanging out in the court before the match starts. This is just a little area where we can practice before the match starts. In this arena here before we're starting the match. So, all right, there's Team A. We've got some motion control here as well as we see Team B here. We kind of clap our hands, get our team hyped.
Das finde ich tatsächlich ziemlich cool.
All right, so it is a 3 minutes match to see who can score the most. All right, that's Dutch is B2. Teresa's gonna see if she can get a shot off. Oh no.
There you go. You got it.
Oh no, that was off. Oh, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Get back on D.
All right, all right.
So as you can see, like the ball will pass to the team. So it's like after one team dunks, the other team will have the opportunity to take a shot.
You got it? Oh.
If you try to go for it, the game will actually blast you away.
Oh no.
There we go.
Oh no, you got the straightaway. Let's see if you got a dunk here. It's all right.
I need a better turn. Oh no!
Oder irgendwie fast ein bisschen was von Rocket League.
Okay. Dislodge.
I get it.
Oh no.
I got it. Let me kick this out of the
Oh no.
Don't kick it to the other team!
There it is. All right.
Steal. Oh no.
Oh, that was a good pass. That was a good pass.
Shooting it.
Corner!
Oh, let's see if I can get a straightaway.
Clear.
All right.
Clear.
Oh no.
Go for it!
Can I get it?
You got it.
Oh no. No, it's gone. Oh, so close. You got it. Nice. All right, I'm gonna get back on defense. Well done, Teresa.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, 5.1. And that
Ja.
5.1 is because there was a trick
Wie
involved.
gesagt, schaut ganz cool aus, aber ich darf fast sagen, das belassen wir jetzt dann auch mal dabei.
Well, in the spirit of good competition, we'll call it a draw today. This was our first look at Drag and Drive, exclusive to Nintendo Switch 2. Thank you for taking a quick look, and thank you to all of our teammates and competitors. Good job. Yeah. Up next, we've got a look at Donkey Kong Bonanza, so stay tuned for Nintendo Treehouse Live. Thank you.
Ein weiterer Blick auf Donkey Kong. Ne, da. Ja, wir sind jetzt dann fast wieder am Livestream dran. Wie gesagt, da kommt jetzt ein bisschen Donkey Kong Bonanza. Und das schauen wir uns ja definitiv wieder an.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live, Nintendo Switch 2. Once again, I am Demetrius, and I'm joined here with BK and K. Together we make D and K. You get it? You get it? All right.
It was meant to be.
So what we're going to be showing off again is Donkey Kong Bonanza with a little bit of exploration. So why don't we talk about what we're doing right now, BK?
Well, okay, so we are starting out in a different section of the game here.
Okay.
The earlier segment we played.
Schaut ja auch cool aus, ist im Anfangsbereich. Holy shit.
Yes.
A lagoon layer. So we are underground farther than we were before. It's beautiful down here.
As always.
Sorry, I
really
can't waste any time.
Es gibt Szenen, da schaut DK einigermaßen normal aus jetzt.
Yeah, it was 3 in a row there.
Und da schaut er komplett auf Steroiden aus. Nintendo, was ist das?
We also talked about this in earlier
Junge.
There's
Ich
all these
weiß nicht, ich kann den
hidden
Charakter nicht
pockets
ernst
everywhere
nehmen,
in
so.
all the different layers and levels of this game,
Right.
including this one. So I want to go ahead and demonstrate that now. Like, we can actually just go ahead and punch our way down here.
Yes, we really
And away
want
we
to.
go.
We really want to stress how important it is and how fun it is to just dig tunnels wherever you can, because you never know what is waiting
Ooh, yeah.
for you.
Speaking of,
Perfect. You
little
found
pocket right
something.
here.
Yeah.
There we go.
break through the floor here.
There we go.
Okay, also es macht
Alright.
tatsächlich sogar scheinbar Sinn, einfach grundlos durch den Boden zu
A
graben.
banana.
Oh, banana.
That's 4 bananas in a row. If you want to play along at home, make sure you eat 1 full banana for every banana.
Well, we're off to a good start because our objective
Yeah.
in the top left corner of the screen is to find bananas. So we've already made
Yeah.
good progress on
Yeah,
that.
absolutely.
So I'm pressing L to make music, which is pointing me back up above. So I better head back up there using this conveniently placed barrel cannon.
All right. And
There we are.
We started.
And now we have a quick shortcut in case I need to get back down there.
That's great. That's great.
I should probably actually follow this path, though.
Ja, wie gesagt,
Yeah,
das
so
Spiel
we've
schaut an
got
sich gar nicht
some,
schlecht aus.
Buzzoids hanging out up
Yes.
here, and they're throwing chunks at you, which is not very fun.
Yeah, hang on, I'm gonna give him a taste of his own medicine.
There we
Nice.
go.
There you go.
Wow, and he took out a piece of the terrain with
Yeah,
him.
I like that because it shows that all these enemies can also deform the terrain around you.
That
Like
is a
these.
giant chunk
Ja, wir sind eigentlich nur
stone
noch
you've got
2
there.
Monate, bis das Switch 2
that.
rauskommt. Ne?
Bye.
Really helpful. Did you punch upwards? For
I
that?
sure did.
Oh my gosh.
I just
Look
love
at
the
that.
animation of this. It's so good.
I think that one could last you the entire level if you wanted.
Well, here's okay. So since I'm holding this convenient giant chunk of stone, this concrete slab here is actually too tough for DK to punch right through on his own. So I'll need to pick up this chunk of stone. You can see how this material interacts with each other. And
Wow, it's
Oh.
even too strong for the stone.
Yeah.
a chunk off the wall there.
You did do some damage though.
Yeah,
This is
gonna take one more.
strong.
Here we go.
There
we
That did
go.
the trick. Good job. DK.
That was
Okay,
satisfying.
also es gibt schon mal Materialien, die man nur mit Steinen zerhauen kann.
And I got a fossil hidden on the other side of
Finde
it.
ich
So
cool.
yeah, you really have to explore every part of these layers and levels.
There are collectibles hidden everywhere.
And you can see how there's just different shapes and sizes of everything too. It's so great. You can just go and explore it all.
I like
Can we
that.
also just take a moment to appreciate the level design here? Like, can we play a game of how many monkeys we can find?
Oh please, yeah. There's so much love
look at
and
that
attention
little
to detail
guy.
all over the
Yeah,
place. Yeah.
absolutely.
See how many things you can track around here that look like monkeys. Speaking of, these two look like monkeys. Hello.
Well, these are actually
Yeah.
salvager monkeys.
Let me say hello.
All right. Don't take kind of the outsiders.
Don't be scared, Hot Rock.
That might be a generalization, Oddrock.
Yeah, we just got here.
We just got here and talked to one monkey. Let's keep an open mind.
Yeah, so Oddrock suggested go down there, but before we do that, I actually want to take a look around and actually get a sense of our bearings. If you follow this water spout here in the lagoon layer, if we follow that all the way up, you can actually see that is not the sky at all. We are actually under the seafloor. And that is the ocean slowly dripping down into this layer, which is a pretty clear sign that we're actually deep underground right now. You can see we actually probably fell through that hole up above, which is where we landed earlier. So this is all an underground layer of the planet, and we're gonna explore and smash as much of this as we can.
Going.
Yeah, let's keep finding more
Actually,
bananas.
you know what? I want to get down there in style, so I'm gonna.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
I love this.
Do some turf surfing.
Some turf surfing here.
Turf
Oh yeah,
surf.
look at that.
I want to explore a little bit. I want to get a
Do
good
some
sense of what's around here.
mow some lawns while you're at it.
Yeah, get a little more vanadium gold.
All right.
Yeah, then I'll rip off a chunk. Like, again, you could just pretty much pull a chunk out of almost anywhere, any surface, any wall, the ground.
Never get tired of seeing his face like that.
It's pretty much all I've been doing is turf surfing. When I do
Easy to
this.
switch between the two as well, so I'm going to use that to go ahead and hit this checkpoint here.
All right.
And
Good
I
luck-
see
good luck, bud.
an ominous sparking block of terrain
Oh, this is
material.
fun. Yeah,
One of my favorite things to do.
we're going to grab a chunk of this boom rock here, which is what this material is called. Can you guess what it does? Yeah, you can see it crackling with energy. I'm going to aim at this
Lass
wall
mich
right
raten, wenn es schon Boomrock
Conveniently
hast, dann
targeted.
explodiert
Take
das,
it
ja.
out.
Immediately place
Yeah.
target.
Oh, and there's a treasure chest. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Again, being rewarded for destroying as much of the terrain as possible.
Yeah. There's another door right there that I could be able to punch through, but you know what? Since we have
Blow
rock
it up.
convinced,
Let's
I
do it
want
in
to
style.
knock a little harder. Ooh, goodies. Sorry.
Ja, das ist aber schon cool, vor allem weil es halt
Yeah, we see an
so
opening go down.
gar nicht
Oh, my
laggt
goodness.
dabei. Das finde
Remember
ich
that you have to eat
crazy.
a whole banana at home if you're playing along.
Please don't.
Banana 3.
Very good. Oh, I
at
want to take a
those
minute to
water
enjoy DK taking a quick dip here underwater. You know, it's
Ja, da schaut er halt
rinse
so,
off.
schaut so halbwegs normal aus in manchen
Always wash your freaking
Situationen.
body.
Und dann gibt es ja wieder die Stellen, wo er ausschaut, als
Oh.
hätte er Crack geraucht.
Hand on me, huh?
Keine Ahnung. Was? Ich kann mir nicht helfen. Ich kann mir mit dem Design im Moment noch nicht hundertprozentig
Yeah, I was
aufreiten,
gonna say, that
tatsächlich.
looks like some stuff we could use again.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Make our way over there.
Actually, you know what? I want to use it on the concrete wall, but I
I
also
was
want that
gonna say.
fossil real bad. Just going to
There
use that
we
to collect
go.
that really
There's a
easily.
boom rock right there. That's what you
Yeah.
use. Yeah.
And take out
Blow
that
it all
concrete
up.
wall there, too.
Yes.
That
Get
was
another
a
piece of
lot
treasure?
easier than using the stone to chip away at it.
Yeah, and
That's
like-
for sure.
Oh.
You just keep going here. You can really wreak havoc. You can really punch your way through so much of this terrain. Really leave your personal mark on all surrounding
Yeah,
environments.
it's
And
like,
it's-
why go forward when you can go all the way around? That's just me. I just destroy it all. There's like nothing left.
And it's worth mentioning that the destruction
Also man
that
kann
you're
nicht wirklich
wreaking is
gefühlt euch
lingering, it's
zerstören, das ist
persisting.
schon cool.
Yeah, actually, you want
Yes.
to see something pretty cool? If I take a minute here and I go to the map screen, you can actually
Oh,
see all the
okay.
destruction we're causing is reflected in real time in the map, which I think is the coolest way to keep track of just how much you're smashing and breaking as
Die
you go
Map
along.
schaut auch cool aus.
Even that door that I knocked there, you can see through that all the way into where we were. So these fully 3D maps are keeping track of what you're doing. I think that is such a cool touch.
It really is.
Yeah.
There's so much more to destroy.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Yeah. We should get
One
to it.
way to make your mark on the world, right?
Yeah. So, yeah. Let's
Make
knock
our
on
way
this
there.
door. Well, take care of that.
Not too shabby.
Thanks, bud. High five.
Wow, you gonna high five him like that too?
I'm gonna grab more boom rock here. Can never get enough boom rock. Really appreciate boom rock. Yeah.
Here we go.
See if
Throw
I
that
can aim. Take care of
right in
this.
the middle.
Turn style. Made
Hey,
concrete
well
here.
done.
Thank you.
One way to solve your problem.
I like being thorough though. We're gonna go ahead and
I
take care of all these.
appreciate that.
Yeah. Take care of you too. There you go. Quick hand slap to collect.
All right. Was there anything
Oh,
else? Oh,
I
oh,
see
So,
banana.
yeah, hand slap again is a quick way to get a sense of what's hiding in the terrain around you.
let's get through that wall.
You can see there's a concrete doorway there that I could punch through with boom rock. I could blow that up if I wanted.
Could do that.
But I like doing things like a Kong, so
You are missing the gold fountain this way, though. I have to point it out.
but I got to my snack faster. So
yes.
Less effort.
well done. DK.
Aber die haben schon guten Humor, muss ich sagen.
Okay, yeah, let's do some more
Tunneling.
terraforming here.
Yeah.
Let's smash our way through this terrain, see what just waits on the other side of this wall.
A treasure chest.
Oh, fortuitous.
Punching my way through here. Yeah, you really are free to carve your own path through some of these layers and levels. Exploration and destruction are kind of the same thing in this game, which I really enjoy.
You're making your way through here now.
Just, another day in the mines.
And you are getting rewarded for destroying the
Think
shrine.
I've
as you
struck,
go
I've
through.
struck
There's
land.
treasure.
Lots of treasure chests and
Get on out of here.
Oh my gosh.
Go.
Oh,
Fresh air. There we go. All the way
Ah,
down.
okay,
You can see I
gut.
just
Da
dug my
war aber
way through
gerade ein
that
bisschen ein
entire
Gap
wall over
zwischen
there.
DK und Boden.
Actually, let me get higher up
Ja,
here,
gut.
get another sense of our surroundings.
Spur ist aber auch noch nicht
That's a
ganz
good
fertig,
idea.
glaube ich.
Come up here. Kind of see what's awaiting. Actually,
Ist ja kein
there.
Release-Titel nicht, wird
Ja,
wahrscheinlich noch in der Entwicklung
Awaits us in
stehen.
this area.
So
Convenient
much.
path for me to follow. Yeah, there's so much more hiding over here up just on the
They're
top
little
part of this
crabs.
layer. I think I see somebody.
All right,
We're
so
visiting
now we
over
have
there.
something new.
Oh yeah. On the other side of this shifty stone.
Yeah,
And now
Shifty
it's gonna
Stone
turn
is
out.
cool. Shifty Stone
Aptly named.
turns into
Really?
whatever I throw at it to create little platforms here. It is time though, so I better keep moving.
Yeah, it will go away, so you have to be careful.
Oh,
Look,
Cranky!
Hello, Cranky
Hello,
Kong.
Cranky Kong.
Let's say hi to Cranky here.
You have to exasperate him like that.
Aber Cranky
it's
Kong
fun.
schaut anormal aus. Warum haben die dann
he's
das
probably
Donkey
got a
Kong
big,
Design
long rant
geändert?
waiting for me, so I don't know that I want to sit through all that right
Yeah,
now.
you know, we
It's
got
okay.
things to do. We
But
got bananas to
I
find.
will high five him. Hey, bud. Good to see you, Cranky
You need
Kong.
to be kinder to your elders.
Bye.
All right, so now we can go over here.
Ooh, yeah, I want to check out these pipes.
Yes.
Wow.
Perfect.
Yeah, like I said, you pretty much leave your mark everywhere you go in this game. Let me hop up here, take a look what's in this reservoir.
Oh,
So we see a banana down there, and there's
Yeah.
going to be a good way to get it.
Yeah, so you can see this conveniently placed popper switch. Punch this, I can actually raise it up a little bit.
Nice one.
Go ahead.
Get it to in time. Yeah, you got it. All right, great.
Like I said, always watch your fruit.
Ja, also ich muss ganz ehrlich sagen, das Spiel spricht mir jetzt dann umso mehr, dass ich sage, immer mehr an.
Enjoy. We are in the lagoon layer after all. Why not take a little quick dip?
Exactly.
Yeah, but I should probably climb my way back out of here. Again, DK can climb on most surfaces in this game as well, so it's pretty easy to get where you need to go. And I'm going to use the same idea to get to the top
All
of
the
the
way up
pipes
here.
here.
Yep.
See what's waiting
Vor allem
for us up
gefällt
here.
mir dieser Open-World-Aspekt.
I believe I can. I'm going to do a little roll and jump,
There we go.
Nice.
which is also a returning move from classic DK
Well
games.
timed. Well timed.
A
Well
little bit of a
executed.
bravery required roll and jump.
You got it.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Rolljump
this is
gibt's
more
also
Shifty
auch.
Stone. Let's see what happens when I give it a good whack.
And you've activated a Shifty Smash challenge.
Familiar barrel cannons.
Yes, you got it.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's time, so you'll have to
Quasi
really...
eine Art Bonusraum in Donkey Kong Country.
You
There.
did it!
Ah, so I cleared all of that.
Well done.
Which pops
Okay,
up yet
dafür kriegt man dann
another
auch so Glitzer-Bananen-Dingsy.
This would be a lot of bananas if people had eaten at home. Just saying.
Listen, are you a DK fan or are you a DK fan?
Ja, ich weiß nicht, Donkey Kong schaut in manchen Situationen so
We're getting our
scheiße
potassium
aus.
intake today,
Yeah.
for sure.
That is
Yeah, so
sure.
these pipes are fun. One other thing, you can actually look and see, since we are technically under the ocean, you can see that all the ground is lit up by the ocean above us with that cool little wavy texture there.
Yeah, that is really cool.
This is a gorgeous game.
It really
It
is.
is.
Yeah, like I said, so much loving detail put in every corner of it. Speaking of every corner of it, I go down this pipe, I can find yet another banana.
All right. Is that number 5?
I
I'm not
lost count.
Okay,
I think we're at 5
still
free bananas
1 hour to
ago.
go.
Yeah.
Fair. Fair.
Yeah, so that's another quick little example of just how hidden some of these bananas are. You really got to explore every nook and cranny of these games. Let's see if I can make a bigger crater in
Wie
my
lange
crater.
dauert denn die
Yeah.
Präsentation von
Beautiful.
Donkey
satisfying.
Kong?
Yeah, you know what?
Okay,
I
8
should
Minuten.
probably head back where we came now.
Ja,
Yeah.
See more of what was waiting in that earlier
Ja.
reservoir area.
Ja, ein bisschen noch. Nicht mehr
More
allzu lang.
conveniently placed boom rock. I will pick this up.
Let's go right through here.
Yeah, just make my way through here.
That is some entrance you're making.
Ah!
Oh, there they are.
Yeah, so these are Peekaboopoid enemies. These are
Wenn
more
ich das
baddies
davor
for
habe ich
DK to
nachgeschaut
fight.
habe, wie lange das die
They're all
dauert
in
halt.
this area.
Get away from me. Get away.
Habe ich auch gesehen, was heute noch kommt. Es dürfte noch ein bisschen was
Cutest-
zu
Oh,
Legend of Zelda
There you
kommen.
Oh,
So a
okay.
convenient way to make a door.
Da bin ich auch sehr, sehr gespannt drauf, muss ich sagen.
We'll working
Oh my
way through the
gosh,
door I made here.
there's more of them.
Oh, there's just so
Wie
many
die
of these
Switch
boys.
2 Editionen dann
Lots of
ausschauen,
dragons. Okay.
Grafik und vor allem
I
Hauptframerate
like the way that
besser
rock
ist.
looking at me.
Ja, das ist schon ein
Well, so you can see
sehr
that
großes
reservoir down
Manko
there. Looks like
des
there's some action there. Before we
BOTW
do that,
und
Get
TOTK
out
haben
here, peekaboo boys.
30 FPS.
More of you! You brought so many
Das ist
friends to the
halt-
party.
Es
You
ist schon
thought they were
echt
going to listen to you? That was your first
manchen
mistake.
nicht ganz geil zum Spielen.
Well, DK will just have to make sure that he leaves a lasting impression on them. Oh, hello.
I love it.
What a
there's another
handsome looking,
one.
what a handsome looking rock.
Needs some dental work done, though.
Go ahead and there you go. Oh no, sorry, busted lip. I'm sorry. Didn't mean to do that part. So if I follow this path up over here, I can actually find this strange portal here. Can't seem to punch through it, but just as we have done earlier in that earlier segment, by making music with the help of Odd Rock, we can unblock that ceiling tape and head into this first challenge course.
Ah,
This is a really
Challenges.
cool part.
This is fun. And there are challenge courses like this spread out
All
all over the
throughout.
layer, and each one is a little bit different and requires a little bit different skills and abilities
Yeah.
of the
I'm gonna
player.
Psych myself up here. Let's.
Okay, let's go.
Let's go. Let's go.
Ja, die Animation schaut
So
irgendwie
this
nicht
one's,
ganz so gut
pretty much
aus.
Monkey bars, which is familiar for DK.
Gotta be careful. Ooh, okay.
Here.
Phew, I thought
Yeah.
It's
you
all
missed.
about
Look out below.
timing.
Yeah. Go ahead and get these collectibles here. More vanadium. gold.
Timing or punching?
Oh.
Wow. That was.
Careful, it's
That
a long way
was-
down.
Yeah.
An infinity way down. I
look
actually
out.
think so.
Oh my gosh.
Get out of here.
There you go.
Okay, all right. You're making us nervous.
Sorry. Don't mean to.
Oh, you can push a little bit.
Another
There you
boost
go.
of
Okay.
confidence.
You're
How's that?
showboating too much, BK. Keep it going.
So I could drop down here now, collect this first banana in this area.
Nice.
And there we go.
Punch these crates really quickly.
Oh, and a balloon. So
Yep.
now if you fall, you'll be
Nice.
rescued.
Which is
Okay.
great.
All right,
I
let me
can't
work
tell how
my
many
way
times
through
I
this
fell here.
So there are 3 bananas in here. We're only going to get 2, but a third one is hiding somewhere. So in each of these challenge courses, you're going to want to look for that little hidden surprise as a third banana. But for now,
Yeah, we saw it on the challenge screen at the beginning where it showed 3 banana slots.
Okay, also es
We're gonna
gibt
save that
immer
one
so
for you
zwei
guys.
quasi auf dem
Like
Weg, eine in
competition
der Mitte
kids.
ungefähr, eine am Ende und dann gibt es noch eine versteckte dritte.
never
Finde
get tired
cool.
of that face. Every
Ich weiß
time he
nicht,
sees a
der,
vanadium
die
gem
Face
in this game,
Expression schaut einfach nur scheiße
frothing
aus.
at the mouth.
Das gefällt mir tatsächlich gar nicht.
Good job, DK.
Never gets tired of bananas either. So.
So we'll hop into this big barrel cannon, blast our way back up, and keep going in the lagoon layer.
And we're making our way back. Here we are, back in the lagoon layer.
Hope you're keeping track at home of how many things are cleverly designed like monkey-themed objects in this layer. Again, there's a lot of very good art in this
Just
game.
saw the flowers right there.
Morning,
They're
back!
They're back.
So now I will
Way
finally
down?
make... Oh, no, you followed me! Get away, get away, get away, get away! Actually, let me try something else.
You know, spin
There
it.
you go.
Yeah.
Get away.
Okay, das
See,
ist
I would be
tatsächlich
running
auch
away at this
ziemlich
point if I
cool.
was them.
I should have left one.
DK does not run.
I left one, he could have... Aha, oh no, more of you. Go ahead, work my way
I
down
just
here.
said DK does not run.
DK does, though. Me do. I do. I run. What you looking at, bud?
Oh,
Like Odd Rock said earlier, they're
Yeah,
not very
we've got
friendly to
another
outsiders.
unfriendly.
wow. And they just
Monkey.
gave you the cold shoulder right after, too.
Seems pretty bad for a reservoir.
Yeah.
Maybe the opposite of a reservoir.
Well, maybe we can help them out
Yeah.
while
Yeah.
we're here.
Salvager monkeys seem to be fishing up scrap as a living, so this is probably going to be pretty bad for them. if I
Careful,
help
do
them
you
out.
catch it again? Yeah.
Thank you very much.
One more time.
Hup. Tag.
Well
hit.
done.
That's so satisfying every time. And they drop such fun shiny.
They really do.
glaube aber,
okay,
dass
so
jetzt
here's a
ein
crocoid. You
Donkey
saw
Kong
that first trio of
Presentation
bananas we
Deck
got
aus,
called
ja.
first crocoid cracked. This is another example of
Ich
crocoid
glaube, das
animating.
war's dann, was wir
Pulling
halt
this guy out here.
von
Looks
Donkey
like
Kong
he's
sehen werden.
Wearing concrete on the outside.
Yeah, so hard to destroy, it looks
You're not
like.
going to be able to punch him.
Haha. Thanks.
I'm not sure if the mud's going to do
Oh.
much or sand is going to
Yeah.
do much
So I'm
either.
not
Way
gonna be-
down, it's way down.
Since he's made of concrete, I can't really make a dent myself, so
However,
Gonna have to rely on.
oh
No, that could have been really bad.
oh,
Hey, bud.
There we go.
Yeah, let me take care of him
still
real quick.
there.
Take his shiny, shiny key.
If that was just an inch closer to the boom rock, things would have gone down a
Boss
little
oder
differently.
Mini-Boss
So I'll give
quasi.
that key a good whack and unlock this void stake that's been blocking the way down. If I give this a few good whacks itself.
Oh my gosh.
Whoa! That is fresh Banandium gem. I want those so bad. Thanks, Hot Rock. So we have cleared our way down, and I think that reflects one of the main objectives of this game is to keep working your way down.
Correct.
Find a void stake, smash that void stake, and then keep progressing further and further down on the course of your adventure. You can see that trio of bananas just sitting down there.
It's tantalizing.
Unfortunately, I think that's where we're going to end our segment for today.
Schade.
Gotta leave things.
Hätte gerne mehr gesehen von dem Spiel.
But it looks good though. All right, so everybody, once again, that was Donkey Kong Bonanza. And once again, don't go away. Up next is going to be Breath of the Wild.
Okay, BOTW kann das nichts. Das ist geil.
See you soon.
Aha, Diana so fertig. Ja gut. Das wäre jetzt ein anderes aber bei Nintendo.
Hello and welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live. I'm Kendra and I'm up here with Dutch and Kay, and we are just about to get into The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. Also, we're going to check out The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom Nintendo Switch 2 Edition. And we're going to check out Zelda Notes. So we're going to be doing a lot.
Got a lot to cover.
But we're going to
Okay.
start out with
Auf das Segment bin ich
footage of
tatsächlich jetzt
Breath
dann
of
auch
the
sehr
Wild.
gespannt.
So we will get right into that. We're going to have some side-by-side footage of the original Breath of the Wild on the right, and then the new Nintendo Switch 2 Edition here on the left.
Ey,
And right away
Junge,
you can already
Grafik
tell
viel
how
geiler.
much clearer the resolution is
It's
in the Nintendo Switch 2 Edition.
yes,
The detail on the
very
floor, like you can
apparent.
see all the little lines in the design there.
It looks so good, and we're starting out at the
Klar, es
very
ist von der
beginning of
Grafik
the
her auch noch
game.
nicht perfekt,
Anyone who's
aber
played this before will
viel
obviously recognize this
besser.
scene
Oh,
Iconic.
oh,
It
die
is,
Details.
and kind of
Okay,
emotional.
das
We're coming up to
viel
edge
geiler.
here, and we're going to look out over the horizon.
It's a very iconic moment.
Das Geile ist,
in
was
Breath of the
ich halt
Wild.
jetzt an daraus sehe,
already you can see the
ich brauche dann
textures and
fürs
crisper
Let's
and
Play von
cleaner.
Breath of
Trees
the
on
Wild
the
und
horizon, you can
TLTK
see like there's more
mit mehr
detail.
Texture
Yeah,
Pack.
And even in the
So
forest close
far.
up.
I mean, even looking at the definition on the cliff where Link is standing, it's
Mhm, and the lighting as well.
breathtaking. Of the wild.
Good
taking.
one. You can see it.
And here you can see even the little, each individual raindrop.
Yeah,
makes
the
its own
texture of the
puddle
rain.
here. It's really
And
crisp.
Schaut schon sehr viel besser aus.
Because it's chilly up there.
And in a moment, we're going to go ahead and warp into the Korok Forest.
And this is something, yes, this is something that people will appreciate, especially if you're coming back to the game for a second time. The load times are quite
Yeah.
a bit faster on the
Look at
Nintendo
that,
Switch
yeah.
2
Okay,
edition.
Here's a
Ladezeitvergleich.
Immediately
comparison
apparent.
side by side in real time.
It's a race.
Yo!
It's not
Who will
much.
win?
It's not close.
Yeah.
It's no competition.
Which
Holy
Link will win?
shit!
So,
Okay,
more
die Ladezeiten
time
haben
slaying monsters,
einiges
less time
schneller.
Watching the loading screen, which is great.
Also jetzt bin ich mir fast sicher, dass der NVMe SSD
Yeah,
ist.
that is a substantial difference.
It really is.
And we've warped here into the woods, and this is a section of the game that has a lot going on. Like lots of things to animate, lots of Koroks popping in and out, the mist and the flies dancing in the sunbeams and everything. And the Nintendo Switch 2
es
handles
läuft
it
so viel
amazingly. It's
flüssiger.
super smooth.
Wenn man sich das einmal anschaut vom Original her, oder das heißt, das Original ist ja von der Wii U, aber vom der Switch 1 Edition, es läuft so viel flüssiger.
Just go for a walk in the woods.
Yeah, just splashing around, looking for some Korok friends.
It's just, it looks so smooth.
It really does. Yeah, and I will say the
Ah,
first
ich
time
freue
I
mich schon
played
so,
Breath
wenn
of the
dieses
Wild,
Spiel
one of
wieder
the
spielen
things I
kann,
did
dann
actually was to
vernünftig
run
das
up
mal.
to the top of a
Vor allem
nearby
TLTK
mountain
habe ich
and
noch
just
nicht
watch the
komplett
sunset,
durchgespielt
and I
tatsächlich.
cannot wait to do that
Ich
in
glaube,
the
dass ich mir
Nintendo Switch 2
das dann
Edition,
aufhebe
just
fürs Let's
to
Play.
see how pretty it is and how colorful.
Yes.
It's so nice.
Isn't like the light and like the details on the individual
Ich hab's
blades
mir
of
heute
grass there as you go
zur
through.
Release, glaube ich, sogar gekauft. Ich glaube, ich habe mir sogar vorbestellt gehabt.
It's really, really
Einfach, weil...
Well, and the other thing that we haven't seen in this side-by-side
Ja, weil ich spielen wollte.
but,
Dann bin ich nicht
opening
dazu
the
gekommen, dass ich
menus and
spiele.
switching between the different tabs of the
Tja.
menus is a lot
Feels
smoother
Batman.
and quicker in the Nintendo Switch 2 edition when you compare it to the old version. So
Yeah, and we'll have a chance to check that out in just a little bit when we get into Tears of the Kingdom.
that's right.
Yeah,
And the difference here is just amazing.
Quick
It's so smooth.
panorama. Yeah.
and I mean, you know, he's hanging out in the forest because that's why wouldn't you? Like,
Why
why
wouldn't
want to
you?
just be hanging out in a peaceful forest where everything is
Die Grafik
lovely
ist so voll
and there's no
geil.
rocks.
Listening to that music, gorgeous.
All right.
All right, so we're going to switch now into Tears of the Kingdom, the Nintendo Switch 2 edition. I'm standing
Okay,
here
TRTK.
on the Great Sky Island, and you can just see the
Holy
beautiful
shit.
Temple of Time in the distance. But we're not going to stay here. I'm going to go
We're not
ahead.
here for long.
Yeah, we're not here for long. I'm going to
Joe,
go ahead
schaut
and
das
put on my
gut
glide
aus.
suit because we're going to go skydiving
Looking
here.
super sharp there. We got to see that.
Und es
mask.
läuft flüssig.
Oh yeah, you'll see it. Here we go. So I'm actually going to jump
Jo, das schaut
go
ja,
directly into
das
that
ist ja
chasm
extremst
down there.
flüssig. Holy hell.
from
It's a
the
long
sky
fall.
Yeah.
into the depths in one go.
And while you're doing that, I'm going to do a really quick rundown on just what we're going to be touching on in Zelda notes. So we're going to be speaking to the voice memories, the navigation, my play data, global play data, daily bonus, photo studio, item sharing, and auto build sharing. So almost everything.
lot. There's a lot to cover.
Yeah, we've got a lot of
Okay.
grounds to cover.
And if you missed that in the direct, then Zelda Notes is a service that's part of the Nintendo Switch app, and it's designed to be used with both both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, the Nintendo Switch
both of
2
them.
edition.
Yep, that's right.
I'm just going to speed up down
Ich glaube,
this.
die Nintendo Switch App habe ich noch nicht
Chasm
mal. Da könnten wir doch gleich mal
Oh
auf
my
die Suche
goodness.
Well, look
gehen.
at that. We are
Wow.
already
The glide
here.
suit helps a lot for that landing.
It's
And the
beautiful.
transition was super fast.
So fast, so smooth. It just feels really good. Everything feels like the controls are reacting quicker. It's very intuitive.
All right,
right.
so let's hop into Zelda Notes. Let's take a look at some of these features. We're going to start with navigation here. So if we look at the app screen, this is the home screen. Again, this is within the Nintendo Switch app. So we see navigation at the top in the middle there. So I'm going to tap that
Okay.
and open it up.
Oh, die haben sogar
We're
das
down in the
Handy
depths, so I'm
gecaptured.
going to hop down there. So this is basically like your own personal Hyrule GPS. So we got our
Wait.
categories of different points of interest here.
Das
You see
connectet
that-
so
jetzt
many.
tatsächlich
ton.
zur
We got locations here,
Switch
we got
und sagt dann
shrines,
live den
towers,
Map-Standort von Link
buildings,
an.
all kinds of stuff. What we're interested in right now is enemies. So we decided we were going to go on a Frox hunting expedition here. So we've got
yeah.
Froxes selected here.
Mhm.
And what that's going to do is it's going to
This is cool.
highlight the location of every single
Various
Frox
Froxes,
on
yeah,
the map.
Look at that.
And we can see
Quite
this
a
one
few.
There's one
not
pretty
too
close to
far
us.
from here, right there. So I'm going to
Yes.
highlight this one.
Also see how Link's location is updating in real time.
Yeah, that's right.
Ja
On
gut,
the
das ist ein
map.
bisschen
Every couple
verzögert
seconds
und
we
ein
get
bisschen
like
laggy,
an
aber
update. I'm going to activate the voice guidance. So that
Ich
is
bin
going to guide
ehrlich,
us to that Frox in real time.
All right.
Das
So you're gonna
Feature
head
ist
southwest.
cool.
Okay, this is southwest. This direction. All right.
And the navigation is a great feature if you're if you're like me. Confession time. I have not finished my own personal playthrough of Tears of the Kingdom because I've been having trouble deciding like how close to 100% I want to get. And now that this service is available,
Wir
I'm
nehmen
going to make full
parallel
use
mit
of
kurz
it
in
and
der
jump in there
Nintendo
and do all the
Switch
stuff
App
that
auch.
I've been like waiting to do. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'll go for 100% Koroks. I don't know.
Yeah, once it's available.
Please
for sure.
proceed.
All right, how we doing?
Ich glaube,
here? You guys-
Nintendo
Pretty
ist
close.
nicht
Close?
Yep.
gerade
Be around
begeistert
here
von
somewhere.
100%
I've not
Crocs.
spotted him yet. Just hope he doesn't jump out and surprise me.
Yeah.
Oh, I think I saw
Got
him in
it.
the distance there. There he is. Okay,
Yep.
There you go.
I'm gonna go
Destination
hide
is
behind this pillar.
southwest of here.
Okay, I'm
But
gonna
wait,
close
but
out.
first.
Oh, I'm gonna close out the navigation so we don't. Because you're good, right?
Proceed south.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guidance deactivated.
All right.
Yes, because we
Time to
need to
get
get
geared up.
We need to get geared up for
Yeah.
this fight.
Yeah.
I don't have really any weapons that are good for crushing rocks. Like with the Frox, you really want to be able to get those ore deposits like right away. So, so we're going to show off item sharing.
Yeah.
Dutch has really prepared some weapons and some other materials for me.
Good stuff in there.
Yeah.
So item sharing is basically a way to store and exchange items outside of the game. So this is all within Zelda Notes. So Kay and I are friends here. You can see Kay. I'm on Kay's phone here on the screen up at the top. This is Kay's item box right here. She's got a few things in there. And then we're going to go over to my item box. So this, Kay and I are friends on here. We've shared our item boxes with each other. So we each have access, like free access to each other's item boxes.
Which I could rescind if I don't like what he made for me.
Please don't.
Well, please don't.
I like being able to raid your items.
You're still on my good list.
So we got a bunch of stuff in here. What do you think? Let's see. So we've got, I'm going to select a bunch of stuff.
Okay, also man kann tatsächlich einfach so Items hin und her schmeißen.
Yeah, I've only got 3 eyeballs.
I also have a milk mop. Can I interest you in a milk mop?
No, I told you I want something to crush those. I mean,
it sounds like a mop that cleans up milk, but it's actually a mop that has milk attached to it. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, you can
I'm
send
give it to you.
I'm not going to use it
on You can use it if you want to. I won't pressure you, but all right. But for the frocks, how about this one here? It's got 32 damage. It's got a talus.
That one.
That sounds pretty good. Okay. Yeah, that'll do the trick.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit receive down here. So that this is sending it from my item box to Kay's item box.
Thank you.
So these items are now in Kay's item box. So we're going to select these.
Beautiful.
I'm going to send you the mop. Just see what you think.
Okay. All right. I'll take it.
And then I'm going to hit send to game. So that will send them from Kay's item box in Zelda Notes to the game.
So the way you access that from the game is you have these 2 new icons added to your key items menu. We'll get to the other one in a second, but here's the item sharing icon. And you can just click on this and click withdraw, and anything that's been sent from the service, from the Zelda Notes, just appears here in your pouch. And so now I have, this is the one you sent? Where did it go?
Let's see. Where did that one go? Oh, you know what? Let's see. Let me just double check here.
Did you send it to the game?
I think I did, yeah. It should be there. Here, maybe I'll cancel send to game. And then I'll select them again. Maybe it's the milk mop that screwed things up.
That's the culprit.
Let's see.
Okay.
Cancel. Okay, so we canceled that. Let's send. I'm just going to send you. Let's see. Select these.
There we go.
Send to game. Okay.
All right. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and click. Oh, the message is saying my pouch is full, so I can't receive it.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Well, you know.
Oh, you need room for items? Yeah, get rid of some of that stuff.
Maybe I'll just drop some stuff.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go.
Well, you know, that's
probably the.
Maybe I'll
Yeah, you need
some
space for
stuff
2 weapons, I think. So as long as you have space for 2 weapons, maybe it'll be okay.
Oh, yeah, that was what it was, because you were trying to send me 2 weapons.
It was
okay.
the mop. My bad.
Let's do this again.
All right.
There we go.
There it is.
Withdrawal complete.
Just needed some room.
Okay.
I just needed to make some room. So you threw
Also man muss
things off
tatsächlich
with
schon
that
mal
mop. The mop
aufpassen.
was the
Man kann nicht
problem.
unendlich viel
Now
nehmen.
I've
It's
got
still
the
there for you to
iPhone.
use it if you want it.
Dutch is like, don't worry.
It's the mop. Okay, so now I
Äh,
have that. If I
Das
wanted to send
Live
some
von
items
Nintendo
to
geht noch
you
bis um
or
8
to my own item box for
Und ich
depositing,
glaube, dass
then
wir
you
mir
just click
relativ nah
deposit
auf
here.
den Live-Stand kämen,
And now you can see you can send bows,
die
shields,
nächste Unterbrechung ist, die nächste Pause.
and materials.
Von daher,
so to
bis
thank you
8
for
haben wir auf alle
the
Fälle noch
mop.
live.
The wonderful, wonderful mom.
I'm going to send you, let's see, what can I send you to really thank you for that mop? I'm going to send you a Korok leaf. I'm going to send you some dazzle fruit.
Oh, thank you.
I'll send you.
You're sending some good stuff.
Can I get a crab? Can I have a crab?
I was like, I know. I was like,
yeah, maybe
I was like,
a
send me
crab.
something
Alright.
like a fish or something. I don't know.
Yeah,
rotten fish?
maybe,
Yeah.
maybe something like this Gibdo
Suspicious
guts.
food.
You can have that. So I'm going to press the plus button here and deposit that back into my item box. And if Dutch refreshes the page, you can see they've shown up
we got
right
those.
there.
And then what I can do here is I can send these guts straight to me.
Go ahead,
Yeah.
take it.
Give
It's
it
my
straight to
gift
me.
to you.
Said no one ever.
Yeah, yeah. brand new sentence.
Now,
All right.
before we go and take on this frogs, I do want to do the daily bonus, so I can
Yes.
have
yeah,
a little
okay.
bit of a
right.
little bit of a leg up.
So we see the
Yes.
daily bonus. That's the one right in the middle of the app screen here. So we'll go to the daily bonus. And this is a little roulette here that we can spin. So I'm going to tap that to start. and we're going to get a random effect. A lot of them are the same kind of effects that you would get from eating a meal in the game.
Come on.
So I'm going to stop it. What do you want me to get for you?
Well, I would really love something with gloom resistance.
Gloom resistance.
that
All right,
would
here we go. Big money,
handy.
big money, big
Yeah,
money.
if you can get it. If you can get it.
Warning meal.
Are you hungry?
Yes.
Getting
Gloom
a warning
resistance.
meal.
We got it.
Yeah. Oh, you got
Nice.
gloom resistance.
All
Okay.
right.
Well, just want to point out that that was completely random.
What are you talking about?
We sent good vibes to it. So, okay. So now that that's activated, I can go into the game here and
Nice,
use
that's
it
awesome.
this way. Thank you. That's exactly
that
what I
works out.
wanted.
That was skill.
Turned
I
out.
asked you what you wanted, and I gave it.
That turned out. So I'm going to go ahead and equip. I've got this thing
That-
equipped. I want to equip my rocket shield, and we're going to go do Glorious Battle.
Nice.
All right.
And the one thing I want to say about the daily bonus is that it does it resets from the time that you use it 24 hours. So from whatever time you use it, 24 hours later, you can use it again.
Oh no, he's seen me already.
Oh, there you go.
Got yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
you've
All
done it.
right.
Sights on you. Nice shot.
Okay.
He's got really long
Ach, die
distance
Viecher sind das,
vision,
genau.
doesn't he? Saw me from a long way away.
Ach Gott,
Another
das
thing I
Let's
wanna
Play
say
von
while Kay is
Nintendo
getting
ist
here
auch
is
schon wieder
that
Zeit lang
regarding,
her.
Item box.
Ich weiß schon wieder gar nicht mehr alles
10
davon.
items a day into basically and treat it as external storage. So
Yeah.
want to use
That
it
worked
that
out
way,
really
you
well.
have the ability to do so.
And you can even transfer items between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. You can send them between games to yourself.
Yeah,
So
which
if you
is
got like a huge
amazing.
stash of diamonds or whatever in one game, then you can
You can
transfer
hook
that to
yourself up in the other game. Yeah.
It's not always one-to-one because the items aren't exactly the same, but you might get like a rough equivalent.
Yeah, absolutely.
So
wow, you're making quick
wow.
work of that,
Yeah,
Prox.
this
epic.
sword is really good.
You sure you don't want to use that mop though? It's
you
there
know,
For the
for you.
last hit,
We'll,
It's there.
we'll have a place for it later. All right. I'm gonna walk away from the explosion all
There you
cool,
go.
like,
Yeah.
yeah, here I am.
That's a strut.
I should have equipped the mop for that.
There you
Okay,
go.
well, you know what? I'll equip it now.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like.
My
That
beautiful-
is, that is beautiful.
You can break the milk and mop
das
it up in
scheiße
one
aus.
smooth motion.
Beautiful thing.
I don't
made,
know
Dutch.
why
Gott.
you would. Well, I can find a use for
Ja,
this.
mit Tears of the Kingdom ist so
so
viel
now
Mist
that we
möglich.
have completed our task of defeating a Frox, I actually know that there is a point down here where I can ascend to the surface. We're
Light
going to go
route.
back up to the surface. But to get there, I would really like a vehicle.
yeah,
so
okay.
this is a good time to show off the auto
Du musst
build
definitiv
sharing
den
feature
Kronkorken
of
weglegen,
the
weil ich
app.
sperre mich schon wieder die ganze Zeit nur damit.
So let's go to the home screen of the app again. We've got auto build sharing in the lower right-hand corner.
Mhm.
And this is basically a way for you to save and share the schematics that you create in the game, and then other people can then assemble those automatically in their game. So let's
Yeah.
take a look. We've
Right.
got
So the development team actually built something for this for us, and they shared the QR code with us. And so I've already got it loaded into my
your auto build
auto
sharing
build
menu.
sharing menu. Thank you. So go ahead and send that to me now.
Yeah, so it's this starred one in the bottom right. And we can see it comes up with an image of the schematic and a QR code. So that QR code
Mhm.
is what we're going to share. So I'm going to send this. Oh, we already received it here.
Yes,
but I'm going to
I've
send it
already-
to the
yep.
game.
Send to game. Nice. So easy.
All right.
Yeah.
And now to access that from within the game, you just open auto build here. And there's a message now in the corner that says you can share auto build schematics using Zelda Notes. I'm going to click plus to receive. And there it is.
Boom.
There it is.
Okay.
I love how quick and easy that was.
It was
Yeah.
very quick and easy.
Awesome.
Way quicker and easier than trying to copy somebody else's build by like watching a video of it and doing
right.
it piece by piece.
Recreating
Which
it.
I have attempted to do with this build specifically, and it
Yeah.
was a challenge. Look at this beautiful, beautiful creation. So you can
Okay, was
also
genau ist das und was soll das darstellen?
schematics that you've built direct from the game to your app. And I'm going to go ahead and do that with this really speedy car that I built.
So if you want to share it with somebody else, that's how you do it. You take
so
it from
I
the
just
game,
sent that to the app, and now it should show up there. Easy
refresh
peasy.
it here.
There
So
it
there it is
is.
in the upper right-hand corner of the
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and get on this and jump over.
Fly to your destination.
Here we go.
And we're
And we just
off.
appreciate this
There we go. And we're
beautiful
off.
fire-breathing
I love how
dragon.
it kind of like bucks. It's like
Yeah.
it's like a wild
This
animal.
thing is definitely a gas guzzler, so I'm going to just grab one of these real
Yeah.
quick.
There you go.
Smart.
There we go.
There we go.
Nice.
All right.
And while Kay is flying, Dutch, you wanted to maybe get into just briefly touch on the My Play data.
Yeah.
that global data.
So on the home screen here in the upper right, we see My Play data. And if we open that up, this is basically a way of tracking all the stuff that you do in the game. So here you can get some medals for different, like achievements or things that you've done in the game. collecting materials and so on. In the stats section, you can see all kinds of interesting stats about your own playthrough. You can see how many materials you've collected, enemies defeated. You can see the number of deaths.
Wait, don't show them that.
Oh, all right, yeah. Kay has never died in this game.
No, never, not once.
And then, if we go back to the home screen, on the left side in the middle, we have global play data. And this is a way of comparing your own play data for your playthrough to other people all across the world. So you can see, for example, distance traveled, like how your own distance travel stacks up to other people. And obviously, this is pre-production. It's not connected to real data at this point, but
exactly.
Once it's up and running,
then you can do that. Yeah.
Here we can see the enemies defeated. This is a fun one. I think you can see the enemies that you've defeated, and then you can compare those to other people across the world.
Super cool.
So yeah, that's a little.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm
let's just
excited
take a
to
quick
see
look at this
what
one.
people
You can also
do.
see it by area, so you can see stats by area on the map, which is fascinating.
It is fascinating.
Okay.
And here we are.
And here we are. Having done Glorious Battle with my milk mop. I didn't even need my rocket shield that time.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and just ascend here all the way to the surface. And I want you to pay special attention how smooth and quick this transition is.
We're locked in.
Because we're going all the way from the depths.
We're going all the way
up to
from the depths up to the surface. Exactly.
Swimming.
Boom.
Woo!
We're here already. That was so
Okay, also
fast.
die Ladezeit ist tatsächlich einiges kürzer wie auf der Switch 1.
Looks safe.
It looks safe. I think that we've got a friend over
Und
here.
die Grafik schaut einfach nur unfassbar geil aus. Holy hell.
Take a quick selfie, because who doesn't want to take a quick selfie with a Gliok?
And a milk mop.
And a milk mop. Here we go. This is a great opportunity to show the photo studio.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so let's
Zelda
go.
Notes. So let me first open my album here, and you can see the selfie I just took. Look at him with his little rosy cheeks. He's so cute. So I'm going to go ahead and use selection mode to send this to Zelda Notes. And then it should pop up in Photo Studio within the Zelda Notes.
Yes, let's take a look back at the app. We see the photo studio in the lower left. So we tap on that, and we can see our picture right here.
There it is.
And from here, we can edit it. We can change the shape of the picture, the borders, maybe crop it to, should we do one to one here?
Why not?
Little square.
Beautiful.
We can also add some little logos. Let's do a Zelda in the lower left. Maybe an icon. Let's do one of these up here. And then we can also add QR codes either for your item box or to a particular schematic. So we can put the schematic right here for the monstrosity that you were piloting in the depths.
It was not a monstrosity.
Beautiful.
It's a beautiful, beautiful creature.
And then from there, we're complete. And then we can save it as a new image. So then now you have this image on your phone with, for example, your QR code that you built from your huge vehicles in the game or whatever. And then you can share this with whoever you want. They can build that same schematic or do whatever they want.
And it was so easy. You don't even have to take a screenshot of the in-game photo album picture that you took. You can just send it directly. It's eliminating so many steps to get from here to your phone to a shareable state.
Really
and we should also mention that it doesn't only work with the in-game camera. You can also use it to send, or you can put screenshots that you take with just the normal capture button from your album. If they're taken in either Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom, those can go to the app as well.
That's right. Okay, so we have one other thing that we want to show you, which we will navigate to.
Yes.
But before we do that, I need a flying vehicle. And I asked Dutch before this to create something that flies. And I didn't give him many boundaries.
No parameters.
Parameters. I just said, build me a flying machine.
And I thought long and hard about it.
So we have the QR code here from what Dutch made. And so we'll show you how to scan a QR code to import the schematic into your own auto build sharing bank.
Yeah, so here what I'm doing is I'm tapping that icon in the lower right, and then I'm going to say use camera. And I've got my schematic over here on my phone. So I'm just going to scan that QR code if I can get it to focus here. It's a little blurry.
Get it a little bit more.
Maybe, ooh.
Get the angle.
There, oh wait, I think, there we go, that'll be better with that,
A little
without
bit
that
more
thing.
in the, get more of it in the image there.
There it is.
There
Okay.
we go, yeah.
All right. So now you just
Ja,
have
da war
to
wahrscheinlich
accept
zu
that
viel vom
into
QR-Code
the bank
abdeckt.
and
There we
then
go.
send it
Gewisser
to the
Prozentsatz
game,
darf
and I'll be able
abdeckt
to
sein vom
create it
QR-Code
here.
und es
So I'm gonna
funktioniert
pull it up
trotzdem.
here and do send to
Beautiful.
game. So I was thinking about
Also,
like,
Aber
what is
halt
that?
nicht.
well,
I mean,
Zu
you know
viel.
what that is. You know.
I was thinking
do
about
know
a
what it
flying
is. You're ready.
machine, and I was
I've
like,
seen
well,
it. I've seen it.
what flies?
Und Resting Zone war
and
höchstwahrscheinlich
flies,
da
right?
nicht
Like-
You've seen it,
eingehalten.
and yet each time it's no
It's
less
a shock
shocking.
every
yeah,
time.
it's no less shocking.
I
Like,
couldn't
look at
attach. I couldn't attach a live bird to it, so I had to settle for bird meat.
That's like kind of messed up.
Kind of terrifying.
I
Like,
mean,
why would, okay.
I have mixed feelings on this, but
If it flies, I mean,
The eyes-
then
the
you
eyes are
have
great.
understood the
Yeah,
assignment.
I
Okay.
did design it for vertical takeoff. So, oh yeah. it's
Okay,
gonna-
while I get this in the right
get
position,
the navigation.
Oh yeah.
yeah, go ahead and
Okay.
set navigation up for the little
So
surprise that we are gonna.
Yeah.
we're
we-
going to be getting into voice memories, and Dutch is just going to navigate us.
Yeah, we're gonna take it way back, all the way to the Temple of Time on the Great Plateau.
All right.
And we got a surprise waiting for us there. So
There
I
we
activate
go.
this, and then yeah,
Guidance
Kendra, you can
activated.
Yes.
Go.
talk about what
Vertical
we're gonna find.
Yeah.
Your
So,
destination
oh my
is still
goodness.
some distance
So as
northwest
you
of
saw
here.
the question marks, this allows you also when you are able to turn it into basically a spoiler-free mode so that you can see, oh, there are things for me to go check out, but I don't know what they are. So that's what we've got it set to.
Your
But right
destination
now
is
we
still some
are
distance west
so
of
voice
here.
memories is a super exciting feature here and it will be in both Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. Basically for this one we're going to check out a Zelda voice memory, and it
Please
is
proceed.
her just speaking to
Proceed
the areas that
west.
she's visited and the experiences that she's had in these different places, and they are going to be different between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom. So it's super exciting. There are quite a few of them as well, I will say. So we're just on our way to
Dutch, I
Please
feel like I'm
proceed.
leaning.
one.
Yeah,
you
I
are.
should have warned you about that. It pulls a little bit to the left.
But you're maneuvering it very well.
It's a
All
prototype.
things considered.
It's a lot harder than it looks. This
I'll
thing
send
is
you
very
the final version later.
very volatile. All right, it's okay. It got
I
us
know.
to where we need to
It
go.
doesn't,
Destination
it
is
doesn't,
southwest
it doesn't
of
fly
here and
super well, but it
close.
looks great. But I don't know. I
It-
can say that.
It
I don't
handles
know.
like a dream,
it
a
looks.
very,
Your destination is
it's
south of here
intense.
and close.
Hallucination
that one.
kind of dream.
Okay. Now they're not going to
Alright,
bother me.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Jumping into the temple with the milk mop.
All right. South of here and close.
Your destination is south of here and close.
Here we go.
Your destination.
There are several ancient texts and works of literature that speak of the Temple of Time by name, but all of them describe a structure that differs in design from the one we see today. Hyrule's history is long, and this discrepancy is one of the unsolved mysteries of our land.
Mhm.
Okay, so that
All
was
right.
Awesome.
the
Yeah.
Zelda voice memory.
That was it.
Oh, I love
right.
it. It's just gives so much to like look forward to and discover. And if you look at the map now,
Yeah.
you can just see
Okay.
how
You
many.
said there were a lot of
these
them.
are.
and we
Legend
can
of
zoom
Zelda
out on the
Segment
map
ist
and
gleich
see
vorbei.
They're all over.
Schade
Look at that.
eigentlich.
Quite a
Es
few.
hat ziemlich
Quite
viele
a few
coole
to find.
Erneuerungen und
So,
Verbesserungen.
it makes it even extra worth it going back to replay these games. And like you said, there's some in Breath of the Wild as well to discover, so you can go back to your old game and go find these all with
Absolutely.
the navigation.
Yeah, and as well you should, because they are amazing.
Yes.
All right. Well, I think that's about it for this particular segment.
Yeah.
We'll be moving on to Nintendo Switch 2 Game Chat and Nintendo GameCube Nintendo Classics. So stick
Okay.
around. That's up next.
Wird dann wahrscheinlich so ziemlich das letzte Segment sein. Wir können dann, glaube ich, hübsch auf den Live-Stand gehen. Ja, gut. Damit können wir zumindest die letzten 25 Minuten da live schauen. Ist doch einmal was. Ja, was sagt ihr bis jetzt eigentlich zur Treehouse Präsentation? Also ich habe bis jetzt fast nur gute Sachen gesehen. Nix, was er jetzt gesagt hat, enttäuscht mich komplett. Abgesehen vom neuen DK-Design in Mario Kart, aber ansonsten eigentlich bis jetzt nur wirklich gute Sachen. Ja, aber ich glaube, es sollte jetzt eigentlich eh gleich weitergehen. Oder nicht? Okay. Na gut, dann warten wir halt einfach ein bisschen. Kann man nicht ändern. Kann währenddessen mal an das iPad ausstecken. Nicht, dass man das lagert. Gut, dann wird das letzte Segment wahrscheinlich um 40 oder sowas angehen und 20 Minuten dauern. Denke jetzt einfach mal, wäre sinnvoll und logisch. Ja, aber immerhin Background Music ist cool. Und man geht dann die Treehouse Präsentation auch wieder um 4 Uhr und geht morgen dann 3 Stunden. Ja, aber wir haben die Stunde relativ gut eingeholt, wo wir hinten noch waren. Gut, wir haben halt Presentations mitunter übersprungen. Zum Teil, also nicht komplett, aber Ausschnitte von Präsentationen. Gut, ich denke mal, das nächste Segment sollte jetzt dann auch gehen. Oder auch nicht? Okay. Ja, jetzt dann.
Right, welcome back to Nintendo Treehouse Live with Nintendo Switch 2. My name's Corey, and in this segment, we'd like to introduce a little bit of Game Chat, a new feature of Nintendo Switch 2. As you may have seen a little bit yesterday, Game Chat is a feature that
Es war bei der Videoübertragung sehr laggy
is,
und ja.
bringing those multiplayer experiences together that you maybe had as with friends in your childhood in the same space, doing so in a private online video chat session. So there's multiple features of the hardware that brings that to life. You've got the built-in mic in the hardware itself. You can also use screen sharing, so others you're playing with online can see the game that you're playing and also where you're at in the game. And of course, this can work with multiplayer games, but you could all be playing different games as well and just hanging out in a casual space. And it works with all software playable on Nintendo Switch 2, being a hardware feature. And when you invite folks, you'll be inviting your friends. And we recently played a match together with some friends here with Nintendo Treehouse. So we've got a video of that in action. So let's take a look. All right, let's play some Legend of Zelda 4 Swords using game chat. Demetrius, BK, K, you guys ready?
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's do it. We're right here.
It has been a little while since I have last played this game. This is a cooperative adventure. We're each
Da
controlling
schaut
a
jetzt die
different colored link,
Bildschirmübertragung
trying to
tatsächlich
make
ein
it through the
bisschen
exit,
stabiler aus und ein bisschen
together.
besser.
Little bit of cooperation, or actually a lot of cooperation, little bit of competition. Once once anyone finds the exit, let us know.
Yeah, look at me.
Gott, die Kameraqualität ist natürlich immer noch nicht wirklich geil.
I did. I found a couple of.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
Ja, warte mal.
It's up here.
Oh, did you find the exit already? Oh, I can see Demetrius's screen. Looking at that bottom screen. So D, are you? Oh, you're in the upper left.
Audioaufnahmen für die anderen
Okay, I'll make my
kennt man von der
I was
Switch.
taking a look at your screen and following.
Das ist ein relativ gutes Mikro.
Upper left or upper right?
I'm just being a little gluttonous here and getting all the rupees I can before everybody makes it back. So.
Well, all I hear is your.
Somebody wants to win.
Whatever for.
You're being come on, purple.
All right, here I am.
All right, Kay's on the way.
Don't mind me, I'm just mowing the grass.
While we all.
Also das hat gestern in der Direct tatsächlich viel laggier ausgeschaut.
I didn't get a single rupee from any of them.
Do you want us to? One of us can come get you. Nope, you found it. You found it. That was a good time. Less than 2 minutes.
No, nice bonus too.
Yeah, like that.
Let's keep that teamwork up. Oh, we can already see the exit. All right.
Oh, yeah, it's already locked right there, okay.
Und der allgemeins Online-Play läuft meines Erachtens noch flüssiger.
Right, yeah.
Oh gosh.
So I just got Rock's cape. That's gonna let me jump with the A button, and I accidentally hit A again. So I got the shield, and oh no! I'm with the cape back. There we go.
Oh, there's a big boulder.
Okay, das kann vielleicht tatsächlich einmal ein Anzeichen bzw. ein Indiz dafür sein, dass wir dedizierte Game-Server haben.
Yes, yes it is.
Okay.
Oh, we're all here now.
So
except for BK, who's somewhere
Ich
north.
möchte es auf jeden Fall hoffen.
It's gonna be 10 years before he gets to us.
In the Legend of Zelda games, 10 years, that's like a blink of an eye.
Das freut mich, wenn es dir gefallen hat, Kai.
You should be fine.
Hey, come on, there we go.
Right, just access your local temple of time.
Kommentare werde ich dann mir noch ein Part anschauen.
There we go. Heave.
Oder was heißt, nicht noch ein Part, nach dem Stream.
Hop
So
on
lang
red,
dauert
here
der
we
Stream
go.
nicht mehr, Viertelstunde, ne?
Pushing the A button.
Oh, it's
Let's
the A button. Got
yep,
it.
alternating.
Yeah, keep pressing A. There we go.
There we go. Teamwork.
There, we've got a good rhythm
Great
down.
work, Kay.
See, we can do teamwork.
We got this, BK.
It's not a competition, but we did get there faster.
Well, I got the key, so.
And I got the monies.
Wait, who got the key? Who got the key?
No! I'm getting squeezed here. You got. Make me dunk for my crimes.
I'm out. Oh no, what am I doing? I got a little chaotic. Oh, now I'm paying the price. Come on. All right.
Oh no!
Can I throw? I wonder if I can.
Let me go.
Throw you over the thing.
What are you guys doing up here? Okay, there is an objective to this. We need to use the key. Oh my gosh.
First place trophy.
Ja, aber wie gesagt, also es schaut tatsächlich weniger laggy aus als Online-Gaming
We
Switch
could also just
1.
push this and take a little shortcut. How about that? Or you could take the long way, like, that's fine. That's one way to do it.
While y'all sit there, we're BK and I out.
Let's use that key.
This
Come
is a
on.
special kind of teamwork.
This is a disaster. Wait, where is the way out again?
Here we go, right here. We're there. BK leading the
Can I
way.
go around this way, or can I go back that way? I didn't think there
No,
was...
like.
Do you need us to come get you?
This way, Kay. I'm like.
Oh, okay. All right.
No.
All right.
Help me.
Who invited
Everybody
Lush to
on
the
there.
party?
Yep. There we go. Awesome. All right, boss time.
Gosh. The very fast time.
Okay.
Big man
so
handle.
I am in the south quadrant, so I'll hang out down here.
I
But
guess
actually,
I'll hang
on the
out
other
up
side.
top.
Okay.
So
so-
the
Yeah, I'm in the south. I'll hang out here. I'll wait.
trick is to attack the petals of your color as they rotate past.
Oh no! I bounced off of it. My depth perception is so broken.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Oh no.
No,
Okay,
you
I
don't
got
have
the
to tell
purple
me that.
one.
I just haven't been my color yet.
Blue.
There you
Nice.
go.
There we go.
Okay, I
Nice
will
work.
grab this
got it.
end right here since it comes
Okay,
out.
I'm gonna be on the right
Corey's
side
gonna-
this
oh, no.
time, and I
Are you gonna-
see on
Trying to
your
pull-
screen.
Okay.
It looks like Demetrius,
I'll
you're
pull
pulling the
one.
left. I can see on your screen
Oh
there.
my
Yeah.
god,
Yes.
Corey, just do
I
it.
got the right. I got it.
Commit.
My face is so red.
There we go.
I
Green
see.
and purple. Let's
purple,
go.
green.
We got
Yeah,
it.
get it.
Yeah, good job.
That was nice.
Okay, I'm pulling again.
All right, I'll pull it again as well.
Also an sich schaut diese
You got it?
Voice-Video
Oh, I've got like one.
Irgendwas
Oh,
Chat
boy.
gar nicht mehr so
Way to
schlecht
go
aus.
for the green.
Ow.
Oh, I didn't make it
I
in time.
tried.
Little tough. All right.
I got the left side.
I'll hang out right here.
I got the left side. Who's got the right?
Okay, I'll go up.
The timing is ouch. Okay, I need to.
Ja, ich habe auch meine Zweifel,
I
dass
don't
das
see anyone on the
Mikro
right side. I
gut
can see all
funktioniert,
your
vor allem wenn du
screens and none of
Switch
you
weiter
helping.
wegstehen hast. Jetzt mal angenommen, so der Otto-Normal-Anwendungsfall von so einer Switch. Switch steht am Fernseher
I tried.
und du sitzt irgendwie 5 Meter entfernt auf der Couch.
It doesn't like me though. Okay.
Ich glaube jetzt mal ehrlich gesagt nicht, dass
You
das
got it. Nice
gut
teamwork.
funktioniert
All right, we
dann.
probably have one more to go
Nice,
here.
nice. Okay, woo-wee.
Bin mir nicht sicher, ob es das vielleicht doch irgendwie geschafft haben
Reveal.
zum Umgehen, aber ich glaube es fast nicht.
Another heart. Oh, I grabbed that.
Aber auf jeden Fall
Oh my gosh.
Oh, it's
an sich ein cooles
There we
Feature.
Got it. Good job.
Und normalerweise sollte es wohl auch mit externen Mikrofone und Headsets funktionieren. Hoffentlich oder normalerweise auch Bluetooth gestützt,
I'll take the right quadrant.
weil das funktioniert ja zum Teil auch bei der Switch 1 jetzt anscheinend. Also das wird definitiv da funktionieren und dann mache ich mal bezüglich Mikroquali und sowas auch keine Sorgen mehr.
Ah,
Also vom reinen Voice-Chat her, das darf halt nicht das Problem sein, dass das funktioniert. Wie gesagt, ich mache halt hauptsächlich Sorgen wegen der Videoübertragung und dem Videochat. Ich meine, gut, die Kamera ist halt nicht gut, die hat bloß so 480p oder sowas, was man da sieht. Maximal vielleicht noch 720p, her, da das aber nicht schätzen. Und ja, Bildübertragung hat halt in der Direct das dann extrem laggy ausgeschaut.
I don't think many of us lost any rupees, so it's
Weiß ich
gonna
jetzt
be
nicht, ob das
debatable.
I lost a ton of rupees.
akzeptabel wird. Ich meine, da schaut es jetzt dann tatsächlich ja nicht schlecht aus in dieser Treehouse Direct. Aber naja, wird man wohl abwarten müssen, was dann tatsächlich draus wird.
Prioritize the key over the rupees. I don't know if that's gonna hurt me in the end, but what am I talking about? We're all winners.
I
We're
felt
all
like it
so
was,
good at this, you guys.
yeah. You were leading us in teamwork towards the goal.
Thank you.
Alright.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I'll remember that when I'm fourth.
You'd have to fight me for fourth place, BK.
What do we got?
Oh, here we go.
Hey, look at that, BK.
So close.
Ja, was heißt nicht viel Mühe geben.
Turns out.
BK in
Es
first.
ist halt schlicht und ergreifend, erstens einmal, sie haben schon mal alle Funktionen jetzt sind dann drinnen, die du in so einen Videochat rein kannst. Recht viel mehr geht eigentlich nicht mehr. Was möchtest du mehr machen außer Screenshare, Kamera und Voice? Mehr kannst du nicht einbauen. Voice funktioniert super, davon bin ich überzeugt. Videoübertragung oder was heißt Screensharing hat Discord auch manchmal Probleme damit. Deswegen wird schon irgendwie funktionieren und gut, bessere Kamera verbauen, das ist das Einzige.
and close off
Aber da
the
kann
online
vielleicht
session.
sogar
And so
andere
whenever games you guys wanna
USB-C
jump
gestützte
off to,
Webcam
feel free
funktionieren,
to
am PC
play,
zum Beispiel.
your choice.
Das
And
heißt,
I'm gonna
an
jump
sich,
back
glaube ich,
into
ist
The
dieses
Legend of Zelda,
Chat-Feature gar
but
nicht
I'll play a
schlecht.
little bit of Link
Und
to the Past
deswegen
solo.
bin ich nicht enttäuscht und finde es auch nicht schade. Ich finde es eher gut, dass es endlich auf der Switch ist. Weil Switch 1 hat ja sowas auf der Switch selber gar nicht, sondern halt über diese Nintendo Chat-App da.
Demetrius, you jumped into that game so quickly.
Ja.
Nice.
Und ich meine, der Videochat ist natürlich trotz alledem nach wie vor im Switch Online mit drinnen.
Wario Land 4.
Oh, nice.
Oh my gosh.
That's a good choice, Kay.
Thanks. It's kind of a fun romp, isn't it?
Ja, gut, da sagen wir es jetzt dann vor allem bei Mario Kart World, dass Screensharing extrem laggy ist. Also es ist scheinbar tatsächlich gameabhängig, ob wie laggy das Ganze ist.
That boss looks pretty gnarly there, Demetrius.
Ja, das auf jeden Fall. Für Nintendo ist das ein extremer Schritt nach vorne. Ich meine, Nintendo ist jetzt dann fast wieder so weit, dass Sony und Microsoft Konkurrenz bieten können. Ich meine, 4K, 120 FPS ist ein Statement erst einmal. Man weiß natürlich noch nicht, wie die Spiele dann drauf laufen, aber trotzdem.
Just kidding. We've got BK, Demetrius, and Kay. My teammates here in The Legend of Zelda: Four Swords. We were playing on Game Boy Advance Nintendo Switch Online, which is actually available right now. But when Nintendo Switch 2 launches, you will also be able to play that game using Game Chat. One note as well, I forgot to mention in the upfront, is of course Nintendo Game Chat is a feature. It will require a Nintendo Switch Online membership, but there is an open access period where any Nintendo Switch 2 owner will be able to play at no additional cost up through the end of March of 2026. That being said, let's jump into a couple of other quick topics before we play some Nintendo GameCube. The first of which actually is the Nintendo Switch app. Some of you may be familiar with the Nintendo Switch Online app. That is going to get a rename to the Nintendo Switch app soon, and it's got a couple of great features, one of which we'd like to showcase today, which is friending. Of course, using friend codes is still available.
Das ist richtig. GameCube ist ziemlich geil. Da habe ich schon ewig drauf gewartet, dass das auf der Switch noch kommt, aber Switch 2 perfectly fine damit.
So Demetrius and I right now are not
Wird
friends,
auf jeden Fall sehr, sehr geil.
Demetrius, will you?
My heart, Corey.
Just as a quick demonstration, we've each got the Nintendo Switch app on our device, and I'm going to display a QR code on my screen, and we'll see if Demetrius wants to scan.
Yes. Oh, it's a little hard to see.
You might have to just zoom out just a tad.
Send friend request. Friend request.
So, all right, and on my screen, I've got a notification here that Demetrius sent me a friend request, which I can then accept, which I did. So you should be getting a notification there that we are now friends. So simple, but just one other convenient way to become friends because, you know, with things like Game Chat being meant for friends, it's more fun when you've got more friends.
It was that easy to make friends in real life.
You want to be friends, BK?
I don't have a QR code on my body.
Bananas. One other note.
Okay, der Humor von denen ist echt kaputt, aber okay. I like it. Mein Humor ist nämlich genauso kaputt.
You will be able to also automatically transfer your album from your Nintendo Switch 2 to the Nintendo Switch app. So that can happen automatically, including your images and videos from your album can be automatically within the app on your smart device, which just makes things like sharing to social media all the more convenient. So looking forward to that feature. It will basically save the latest 100 screenshots or videos to the Nintendo Switch app. That said, maybe a quick hit on parental controls. Not sure how much of our audience today might want to use that, but we've got a couple of great videos that were released on YouTube yesterday, as well as our official website, Nintendo.com, that showcases some great parental controls features to make Nintendo or Game Chat safe and secure. for those younger players. So as an example, for those players that are under 16, parents would be able to determine when those child would be able to use things like video chat with game chat. So take a look at those videos
Ist für
and
mich
the website
irrelevant.
for
Bin
more
jetzt alt
information.
dafür.
But yeah, moving on a little bit more, we'll touch on Nintendo Switch Online briefly as well. There's a lot to Nintendo Switch Online. It's hard to believe it's been multiple years since Nintendo Switch Online launched, but there's been a lot added since its launch. So wanted to just give a quick shout out and reminder to what's available with a Nintendo Switch Online membership. So a lot of text on the screen right now, but to summarize, on the left, if you've got sort of that base Nintendo Switch Online membership, you get access to classic games such as Super NES, Game Boy, NES, over 150 titles, but also online play and compatible games, Save Data Cloud, Nintendo Music, which has been a part of today's Nintendo Treehouse Live. You've heard that during interstitials in between sessions. Some really, really great music on that app. That is a smart device app available for Nintendo Switch Online members. And of course, access to F-Zero 99 and Tetris 99.
Das ist geil, dass alle Nintendo Switch 2 Edition Upgrade Packs in der Online-Mitgliedschaft sind. Wenn ich gut, weil ich Geld ausgeben. Gefällt mir.
So that's all kind of that basic Nintendo Switch Online membership. And then on the right side, if you've got the Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack membership, you get all of that and more. Feel like the infomercial guy right now. But it's actually quite incredible because you're getting GameCube classics, Game Boy Advance classics, Nintendo 64, as well as Sega Genesis, some additional DLC access. And then if you're a Nintendo Switch 2 owner, of course, game chat as well. And then the recent segment we just saw with The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, and Tears of the Kingdom. If you own the base games of those already, you will get access to those upgrade packs at no additional cost. And then last but not least, we mentioned it, but Nintendo GameCube, Nintendo Classics will be available as well. So that being said, let's actually go back to 2001 when Nintendo GameCube launched. And I've got Demetrius here who's going to walk us through some games that are going to be available.
Ja, ich habe Expansion Pass schon wieder in 64 und sowas. Aber wenn ich das meiste trotzdem für Let's Plays auf PC habe, weil ich da originale Controller habe mit USB.
I'm going to go ahead and before I do that, I just want to remind folks, some people may not remember this. If you go down into the settings option, you can actually turn off show controls in game. It gives you a little bit more real estate on the screen. So we're going to go ahead and do that.
And specifically, that is that bottom bar.
Bottom bar.
Yep.
Yeah, that shows all that additional stuff. We're going to take that off and then play and jump right into this. So now I have a save that I'm going to go ahead and boot up just to kind of get a little bit further in the interest of time. So I'm going to load my suspend point.
Ich habe zum Beispiel da diesen N64-Controller. Ist ein bisschen verstaubt, habe ich schon länger nicht mehr hergenommen jetzt. Aber ja, wie gesagt, damit nehme ich N64 Spiele auf.
It's always nice to see this version of Link wandering around.
GameCube-Controller liegt auch da auf dem PC drum. Also ich habe sämtliche Retro-Controller für PC. Ich habe NES und SNES-Controller für den PC. Die haben aber im Wohnzimmer im Schreibtisch vorne. Habe ich gerade nicht griffbereit und Wii-Modes habe ich natürlich auch da rumliegen. Liegt irgendwo auf dem Schreibtisch. Ich weiß jetzt nicht genau wo. Unter dem Bildschirm. Okay.
Ja. He's always landscaping everywhere he goes.
Deswegen, wie gesagt, solche Sachen werde ich wahrscheinlich mainly nach wie vor auf PC spielen, vor allem wegen Texture Pack und sowas auch. Aber ja, trotzdem cool, dass es auf der Switch gibt für On the Go und sowas.
Okay, gonna make my way up here just to show off a little bit more of that cool look. Make my way up to the top. As always.
This game looks so good.
Yeah, everything is good. Always cool.
It's going to be a difficult decision.
Are you spying on your neighbors?
I know.
I totally am.
Spying.
Don't peep on the neighbors, Demetrius.
Casey überzeugen sogar.
Let's go through here and see a quick cut. I was like, don't fall, please.
Hey, his tiny little legs has a big jump for tiny legs.
Ja, bis 8 war diese Treehouse Live angesetzt gewesen.
actually haven't seen these scenes in quite a while.
I know, it
GameCube was
brings me
a
back.
college era console for me.
Yep, same.
And this is bringing back some very vivid memories of playing this with my friends in my dorm.
Tetra.
Hopefully
over
good
here.
memories.
Tetra
mostly
is
good.
one of my favorite sidekicks in all of the Zelda games. Tetra and Midna.
Yes.
Right?
There we
I love how feisty she is.
go. Stu down.
Get him, D.
Ja, Wind Waker habe ich auch schon extrem Bock, das dann zum Let's Playen.
Oh, go down.
You got him.
You got him.
Well done.
You sent
Ah,
me
ich
to the
freue
top
mich
shelf.
allgemein schon auf die Legend of Zelda Let's Plays.
Let's make way up.
Auch auf die 2D Zeldas. Bin ich auch schon sehr gehypt drauf. Vor allem 90% für die Legend of Zelda Let's Plays wird absolut blind.
Just hanging out.
Oh my gosh.
A little more combat.
Das ist, finde ich auch sehr,
I
sehr,
mean, I
sehr
know
cool.
we're playing in TV mode here, but it's obvious, goes without saying, but so happy I'm going to be able to play this game.
Aber wie gesagt, jetzt dann erst einmal Mario und Luigi-Reihe fertig bringen.
It's gonna be dangerous
Nachdem
for
wir
me.
ja da erst damit angefangen haben, aber ich plane halt immer schon sehr weit in die Zukunft.
Much easier than lugging the CRT around. I had to play this with original.
There we go. Come on, here we are.
Ja, Triforce Heroes für ein 3DS ist auch nicht schlecht. Weil ich finde eigentlich alle Legend of Zeldas cool, deswegen, ja.
You know, when you tell someone don't freak out, the
Bin ich
first
schon
thing
sehr
they do is
gehypt
freak
drauf.
out. You've really got to find something else to say.
You know, it's a pretty good criticism.
Oh, that's right. I forgot how sassy she is.
Just the expressions.
I
This
know.
visual style, right? Coming back.
Wonderful.
She's not saying it, but she's also like, your legs are so short. How did you jump over that bridge? Man, yeah, I forgot about that intro. That's maybe my favorite character intro of all time.
All right, we'll stop right here. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and back to game
mix it
selection.
up?
Yeah, let's go ahead and mix it up. So next, we'll do F-Zero GX.
This was my
Okay, sie
college
sagen scheinbar
Oh, okay.
tatsächlich
See, I never
alle
had a chance to
4
play this
Gamecube-Titel nachher.
originally released.
So good.
My favorite thing about this is not just that it has such a good arcade racing pedigree behind it, but it's just such a character-driven version of F-Zero as well. Like, in fact, you know what? I'm going to demand something, Demetrius. Before you get into a race, I want you to go to Pilot Profiles. I have to hear Captain Falcon's theme song.
Okay.
There are so many racers to unlock in this game, and all of them have a theme song.
There you go.
Yes, this is the early 2000s. This is the early 2000s for me.
Ja,
Everyone, please
F-Zero bin ich
stand,
leider
rise,
gar nicht
all
drin,
rise.
habe ich nie gespielt.
Yeah, salute your
Show
captain.
moves here,
Yeah, and
Yeah.
one thing I'm gonna do real quick too is I'm gonna go into options because this is around that era when you could go into a screen and do widescreen.
Oh, right.
Oh, wow.
All 7 people use this option. Back
All 7 people with a widescreen TV.
But I'm thankful they put it in
Yeah, me
because
too.
now we can reap
Look
the
at
benefits
that.
Yeah.
in the year 2025.
It's not magic tricks in modern day. That was actually there in the original.
Okay.
Ja, ich finde es jetzt nicht per se langweilig, aber ja, mich interessiert es jetzt auch nicht sonderlich. Werde ich mir zwar vielleicht einmal anschauen, wenn mir langweilig ist, was gefühlt nie der Fall ist, weil ich immer irgendwie sauber Switch da habe, aber ja, irgendwie vielleicht einmal, wenn ich fortfliege oder sowas in Urlaub, dann kann es durchaus einmal passieren, dass es mir anschauen wird.
Props to you.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, props to me back then. I don't know if my muscle memory and the fingers are going to be fast enough now, but thanks to this Nintendo Switch Online, I'll be able to use to spend points if I need to as a crutch.
Yeah.
And of course, I'm using the new Nintendo GameCube controller, which is really, really great for this title to play.
It's the most distinctive clack in video games.
Yes. All right, no pressure here.
Let's see, my only experience with F-Zero is F-Zero 99. And I'm not good at that at all, so
It's a great game.
I'm interested to see how this compares.
Nintendo Switch Online is becoming a great home for F-Zero in that way.
That is
really
true,
is.
actually. Oh man, sorry if I'm talking very little sad.
You can't talk and race it over 1,000 kilometers an hour.
Oh my goodness. All right, so we get to the second lap and I can start using my boost.
Yeah, go for it,
There
go for
we
it, go for it.
go.
Oh, and I missed my first hit.
I don't know how you keep up. This is so fast.
It's
Ja, F-Zero ist tatsächlich nicht so ganz langsam.
challenging on the, like you can see, I'm trying to boost and save my health so I don't crash everywhere.
Oh no.
Case in point.
You crash everywhere.
Ich glaube, da hat einfach meine Hand-Augen-Koordination überhaupt nicht mehr funktionieren bei der Geschwindigkeit. Da hat er null mitgekommen.
Okay.
Wow.
Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man. Oh man.
Need to charge.
Hey, there you go. There you go.
Hey, I'm in 20th place.
Out of 29 though.
Yeah.
You know, you're not
I'll
last.
take that positivity. Okay.
Keep it going. Keep it going.
Okay. This is good.
Final stretch here.
Oh my goodness. Alright, so I gotta boost as much as possible.
Alter, wie bitte sollten wir da Erster werden?
You know what?
Das geht ja gefühlt gar nicht, oder?
I mean,
20 seconds!
that's way better than I would do, though. So.
Yo.
You survived.
That's how I feel.
That's
definitely gonna
kind
work
of an
out.
accomplishment.
Yeah, this game is celebrated for its difficulty. Anyone that has managed to finish a Grand Prix, anyone that's managed to.
We'll do one more since we have a little time here. Alright, let me see what I can go a little bit better than that. Proceed to next.
I mean, ideally, you could play this all the way through, unlock every character. How long is this segment? This is a 9-hour segment, right?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Buckle in.
Anybody got coffee?
At least until
Ich glaube nicht, dass das 9 Stunden lang geht.
We're gonna have. I think he's gonna beat story mode.
Oh, good.
Not
Yes,
allowed
please.
to leave until he
All the way
beats
through.
story.
Yeah.
This is a story how I had hair.
Yeah, this game took it all away, right?
Alright, here we go.
Oh, I really like this course.
Yeah.
Wow.
Remember, the boost is on the left side if I stick to that.
I think you'll be tested on that memory pretty soon.
Yeah. Oh, gosh.
I'm just wondering if I'm gonna have the stamina to try to unlock the arcade tracks. That was one of my challenges.
Yes.
Back
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
original game.
And we can confirm that it is in here. You just have to do the old school way of unlocking them.
I can't take my
Being
my
master.
memory card to the arcade machine.
No.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately, no.
That is very impressive, of course. That really does take a lot of work. It's quite an achievement.
Okay, man kann sich scheinbar tatsächlich erstes sein. Nur wenn er nicht lang, aber es geht scheinbar.
Playing this game too much.
Right, yeah. Oh, God.
Oh, es ist echt, das ist ein absoluter
You got your
Fiebertraum.
own head.
Yeah, I really did. I was doing great, and then I just panicked.
Also ich glaube, ich hatte wirklich nicht mitgekommen.
Yeah, this game
Das,
also brings back memories of some pretty
da
colorful
schalten meine Synapsen langsam.
Final lap. Okay. It's like a little bit better than 20
Bis
seconds.
der Sito checkt, dass ich lenken muss, stehe in der nächsten Barriere
Be
drin.
Captain Falcon.
There we go.
Holy shit.
I see my rival.
Go for a boost.
Ich bin ja im Mario Kart teilweise schon überfordert.
Well,
That's a pretty powerful boost there.
That was a short-lived career in F-Zero GX.
Yeah, you know, I think most probably are in F-Zero racing.
The camera's on my face. It's so red. All right, we're gonna move to the next title.
D, could you
Good.
use
Super
an easy
Mario
win?
Strike
Oh,
House.
yeah, let's go play some Soul Calibur.
Are you? Yeah, saying you're going to be the
Soul
easy
Calibur.
win.
Yeah.
We were just looking at the titles there, by the way. I mentioned that these are going to be some of the titles at launch. 3 of those you saw on that screen are going to be available at launch. So Super Mario Strikers will come a bit later,
At a later
and
date.
the other 3 will be launch titles there.
Oh, so much fun to know it's coming, though.
One other thing to note too is right now I'm playing with this Nintendo GameCube controller wirelessly, but I can connect it to make it a wired controller. Something just also to know for everybody.
Das geht mit
And for
jedem
those with the
Controller, aber
Nintendo
ja,
Switch
danke
Online
fürs Erwähnen.
membership, they'll be able to purchase that amazing wireless
Absolutely.
controller.
Absolutely.
Now, I have fond memories of this game as well. This game was so good that
Ja,
all
wie
of
gesagt,
my
habe
college
ich
friends,
gestern, glaube ich,
decided
erwähnt.
to
Ich werde
take
wahrscheinlich
classes.
schaffen, jetzt Switch mir nach und nach meine alle
I was playing Wind Waker.
Retro-Controller
That is
kaufe.
some commitment though.
So let's see how.
Einfach aus Spaß und
Red
der Freude,
once
dass
again,
Sammlung komplett ist.
Yeah.
Irgendwas, also Switch Lite werde ich mir vielleicht auch noch
I
kaufen.
love. So if games originally have
Einfach,
that
das ist
option,
Haupt.
you'll be able to turn on the widescreen
Ja,
option.
ich habe eine normale Switch, eine Switch OLED, das heißt,
Oh,
mir geht im
did
Prinzip
I-
nur
let's see
Switch
here.
Lite ab.
Let's go to versus
You
battle.
weren't,
There
you
we
weren't,
go.
you weren't wanting
I was
to,
so excited to play.
I thought you were scared.
Okay, I think so. One thing to note is this is the Soul Calibur 2 version with Link. So BK will choose Link and I will choose Nightmare.
There we go. That's
there
the
we
link I
go.
want.
That's the link.
All right, here we go.
Was that your color in Four Swords earlier?
No, I was blue earlier, actually.
Oh, you were
Close.
Yeah, you know what? But I think this is my proper Soul Calibur 2 tunic for sure.
Ja, gut.
All right.
Now,
This
you do
music
have
takes
fun
me
with
back.
Schaut an
completely
sich
to
echt
this.
gut aus.
Yeah, I've played so much of this.
So auch vor allem für das, dass es halt Gamecube ist. Und doch schon ein bisschen älter. Ich meine, Gamecube hat extrem gute Grafiken gehabt auch.
My beautiful face.
Aber ist jetzt auch kein Spiel nicht, wo ich sage, ja,
Oh, very nice.
ich muss jetzt dann sofort am Launch Day spielen.
You can't do that to me. I'm a Nintendo star.
Aber wie gesagt, ich werde mir Switch 2 auf jeden Fall zu Launch Day holen. Also ich werde schauen, dass ich es irgendwo vorbestellt kriege. Und ja, dann gucken wir mal. Wahrscheinlich werde ich ein Unboxing machen. Ich weiß jetzt gar nicht, was ist der 5. Juni überhaupt für ein Tag?
Oh, nice. No.
No. Oh, I
Oh,
tried.
very nice break.
Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Ein Donnerstag.
No, no.
Ach du
Oh, look at you
Heilige.
going.
Go, Link, go!
Nope. Oh.
Okay.
And that boomerang's for backup.
Die Switch 2 kommt schon wieder genau in so einem Zeitraum aus, wo es bei mir extrem stressig ist.
Respectable one. Okay.
So, ich liebe es.
Oh.
Momentum's on your side.
Das einzige Gute ist, ich kann es relativ gut dann da schon brauchen.
Do you have to stay
Passt
still
also.
so I can do my cool moves, right?
There we go.
No, that's not my cool moves. Oh, I didn't even get to throw my bomb.
Ich hoffe auf jeden Fall, dass Stickdrift kein Problem mehr ist auf der Switch 2. Ich meine, ich habe zwar bei meinen Joy-Cons bisher kein Problem mit Stickdrift gehabt.
Would like to apologize to the fighting
Und das trotz dessen, dass ich hauptsächlich eigentlich auf der Switch selber spiele. Also nicht unbedingt im Docked Mode, sondern halt wirklich im Handheld Mode. Aber bis jetzt keine Probleme mit Stickdrift. Und deshalb wollte ich meine normale Switch seit 2017 habe. Also das sind originale Joy-Cons.
A little bit maybe during the segments, but just to remind, these games do have the suspend and resume feature. Demetrius was a little too proud to use that earlier when he flew off the track. I'll be using that, certainly, in story mode. These games also have a higher resolution and faster loading time than the original titles. And we didn't show it here, but of course, this game, just like any other game on Nintendo Switch 2 that's playable, will support game chat.
Yes.
So, thank you guys for letting us show off some great
Also es wird die
titles from
Banane
Nintendo
tatsächlich auch noch
Switch
gegessen, die
2.
man in die Donkey Kong
We are actually gonna
Presentations
sign
davor die
off
ganze Zeit gesehen
for
hat.
today. We've got more Nintendo Treehouse Live tomorrow with Nintendo Switch 2, starting at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. So hope you tune in, and thank you again for watching.
Ja, in Zeiten für uns gesprochen um 4 Uhr Nachmittag. Genau. Ich werde definitiv morgen komplett live drauf reagieren, weil um 4 Uhr sollte ich normalerweise sogar für Arbeit schon daheim sein. Ja. Das heißt, ich werde vielleicht jetzt in den Stream dann auch gleich planen oder ich mache das dann auch morgen, so einen spontanen Stream draus quasi. Müssen wir gucken. Auf jeden Fall war's das wohl. Finde ich geil. Denn ich bin sehr überrascht tatsächlich, dass die Spiele alle so flüssig laufen. Hätte ich nicht erwartet. Ja. Das war's dann auch von meiner Seite für heute gewesen. Ich würde sagen, wir sehen uns gerne morgen im nächsten Stream. Bis dahin, macht's es gut. Vergesst nicht, einen Daumen da zu lassen, wenn es euch gefallen hat. Und schaut's auf dem Gaming-Kanal vorbei. Heute ist, glaube ich, das Finale von Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga, Schergen Saga rauskommen, wenn mich nicht alles täuscht. Denke, bin mir nicht sicher. Du kannst es gerne confirmen, Kai, du hast dir den Part auch geschaut, heute schon. Ich kann es gerade nicht sagen, was heute für ein Part online käme, jetzt bin ich ehrlich. Ich habe keinen Plan. Ist auch toll, gell? Ich mache die Videos und habe keinen Plan, wann was für Video online kommt. Ist tatsächlich so, ich habe keine Ahnung. Naja, wie dem auch sei, Leute. Schaut's gern morgen zum nächsten Stream wieder rein. Da hat mich wahnsinnig gefreut. Genau. Und dann macht's es gut.